Malaysia. Yang Berhormat Tuan Adam Adli bin Abdul Halim, Deputy Minister of Youth and Sports of Malaysia. Mr. Vlad Marinescu, President of the International Esports Federation. Mr. Muhammad Naim Al-Amin bin Saharuddin, President of the Malaysia Esports Federation. Mr. Ahmed Faris bin Amir, CEO of Impact Integrated. Members of the International Esports Federation Board, presidents and representatives of national federations. Our official partners, Ministry of Youth and Sports of Malaysia, Esports Integrated, Red One Mobile, IQ, Solos Merch, Monster Energy, CK Music, Razer, honored guests, ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the closing ceremony of the Iesf World Esports Championship 2025.
Hello guys. Testing 1 2.
We deeply
Guys,
appreciate
hari ni
your
kita ni
presence in joining us in such a prestigious evening. But before we kickstart our main event for the night, I would like to invite the members of the arena to kindly rise as we sing the national anthem of Malaysia, Negaraku. Once again, please rise.
guys, ada negaraku ah. Takut kena ni.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. It is going
Guys,
to
tak
be
lama
such
lagi.
an epic and amazing night.
Jap,
And
aku
let's
tutup
take
sound jap.
things another step forward. Let's kick off tonight with a burst of energy.
Asal gambar dia tak lawa
Gentlemen, please welcome our performers with an electrifying opening showcase, celebrating unity and the rising power of esports. A round of applause!
Kalau kena TT ni, kalau kena strike lagi aku end dekat TT lah. Boleh datang ke rumah merah rumah merah. Dah ada lagu pula, lagu apa ni? Sekejap guys, aku tutup sound jap. Takut ada copyright kan. Tutup sound jap guys. Dia bernyanyi pula kat sini. Dekat TT okey kot aku rasa. Dekat YT lah, YT aku tutup jap. Kat mana dia buat ni? Ramai pula budak orang Asia ni. Kat Malaysia guys. Ke kat Indonesia? Indonesia kan salah aku. Ya tu Indonesia, Indonesia. Allah mak. Live visibility restricted lah. It's not eligible, mention and restrict because it contain unoriginal reproduced content. Tak boleh mat. Kat TT kena ni lah pula. Alamak. Mana yang ada dalam YouTube ni, bantu share dulu guys. Bantu share-share stream ni. Siapa orang? You pakai baju lah. Oh, jadi tu. Dia nak start game eh. Dia buat apa? Abang Haji. Piala. Guys, bantu share sikit stream ni guys. Lama ni tak stream dekat YouTube. You pakai baju. Mana boleh macam tu. Oh, itu dia. Who will be the champion?
What an amazing opening performance. And of course, a huge thank you to SK Taman Sri Rembau and the group Sri Baiduri for that
Dah masih
amazing
rembau
inaugural performance, showing the world the culture of Malaysia. And to officially kickstart our event, ladies and gentlemen, it is my deepest pleasure to invite Mr. Muhammad Naim Al Amin, President of the Malaysia Esports Federation, to
Sekejap
deliver
guys.
the welcoming remarks. Ladies
Ambil
and
kudap-kudap
gentlemen,
jap.
kindly welcome him on stage.
Hmm?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam Malaysia Madani, salam sejahtera. Yang amat berhormat Datuk Seri Dr. Ahmad Zahid bin Hamidi, Deputy Prime Minister of Malaysia. Yang berhormat Tuan Adam Adli bin Abdul Halim, Deputy Minister of Youth Sports of Malaysia. My friends, Mr. Vlad, the President of International Esports Federations. CEO of Impact, Mr. Matt, members of International Esports, distinguished guests, all the athletes, and all the esports enthusiasts. Welcome, selamat datang to Malaysia. As we come to end of this incredible event, I stand here with gratitude, with pride. Over the past day, we have witnessed patience, discipline, sportsmanship, and also the global unity through the sports. And also, we would like to special thanks to Madani governments for their support and also the trust, leadership, and commitment to the developments of the esports ecosystem that have made this event possible and successful. Thank you For us, thank you to MESF. Thank you for everybody, partners. And also would like to gratitude to the IESF. Thanks for your opportunity. Team, the unsung hero behind the scene, from productions to the broadcast, from stage operations to IT support. Your hard work and professionalism ensure that every moment ran smoothly. You are the backbone for this event, and we thank you sincerely. Give applause to them. And also credit to all the sponsors. Without you guys, we cannot make this event happen. And of course to the fans, the heartbeat of esports. Whether you join us in this arena or online, your passion, your energy, and love for the game brought this event live. Without you, none of the world have meanings. Please keep this momentum, keep these spirits to the next SEA Games in Bangkok and M7 next year in Jakarta. To all the athletes, coaches, you guys are doing an amazing job, and we trust on you. Because of you, Malaysia knowing as the monster esports in the world. So we're giving clap to all our athletes, their dedications, their performance. And I hope that we will defend our champion, inshallah. Okay, for the last word, saya cakap,
Bantu share sikit guys.
anda semua cakap boleh. Okay? Malaysia,
Wah.
Malaysia, Malaysia. Terima
Mami panggil.
kasih. Thank you.
Okay, guys, makan jap.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. And now we would like to welcome Mr. Vlad Marinescu, President of the International Esports Federation, to deliver his keynote address.
Yeah.
Your Excellency, Deputy Prime Minister, thank you for your presence here with the esports family this evening. Dear esports family, athletes, friends, I'll go step by step for everybody. I want to say it's a great honor to finally unite ourselves here in Malaysia. 96 countries fought in the competition to arrive here. The best 28 teams of the world, with big thanks to the Malaysian Esport Federation, president, board members, and the government, are competing on stage in front of you and also online for everyone to enjoy. More than 300 delegates are here. Can you imagine this beautiful country? Speaking with your Deputy Minister of Youth and Sport earlier, who I thank very much for his special attention. There are 17 million active gamers. We are not only a community, we are a family, and a very big family. A young family that's dynamic, that has culture and unity. And together, we will light up the world. Having here more than 300 delegates, I would like to thank, of course, all all the new board members for their hard work to become elected. I know we have from Malaysia a board member, Afik, who now has joined us. Because together we have a big job. We have a big responsibility. The responsibility is to nurture and educate and love and support and unite the billions of gamers around the world in this activity that we so enjoy, this activity that unites us and builds bridges of peace, traditions, and culture. I can tell you that the Iesf is like a phoenix, and we are going to rise up and light the world, sending a message of peace. I want to thank our Malaysian hosts for organizing this beautiful event,
Buat kat Malaysia lah kan?
bringing us together and allowing us to enjoy the performances. And somehow we're going to see a grand final with two very serious teams. I wish them the best of luck. I thank, of course, all the athletes. I wish them luck, and our team, our staff, led by our, of course, General Secretary Boban Totovsky, and all of the administration for working hand in hand with the Malaysian organizing committee, the sponsors, and the media to generate tens of millions of views on all of the content showing this beautiful country to the world. We are united, we are one family. I'm happy to be back, and I'm sure that the entire world, not just of sport, will understand that our community is not together only by chance. We are together with purpose, we are strong, and we're ready to achieve what we have set out, and that is to make the world a better place. Good luck for the finals. Thank you very much.
Betul muzik tu.
Thank you very much to Mr. Vlad Marinescu. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause to welcome Yang Berhormat Tuan Adam Adli bin Abdul Halim, Deputy Minister of Youth and Sport, for his speech.
I'll be quick. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh, and a very good night, very good evening. Yang Berhormat Datuk Sri Dr. Zahid Hamidi, Deputy Prime Minister of Malaysia, Mr. Vlad Marinescu, newly elected President of International Esports Federation, Muhammad Naim, President of Malaysian Esports Federation, Ahmed Faris, the CEO of Impact Integrated, representing ESI, members of International Esports Federation Board, presidents and representative of national federations, our official
Boleh.
partners, and everyone here today. Tonight, we gather for a moment that will be remembered not only by this community, but by the global esports family. It is an honor for Malaysia to host the World Esports Championship MLBB Grand Final 2025, bringing the world's finest athletes together on one stage, united by competition, passion, and excellence. And over the past days, we have witnessed gameplay that was nothing short of world-class precision, strategy, resilience, and teamwork that reflect years of discipline and pure dedication. So, to all participating nations, thank you for trusting Malaysia. And your presence affirms that esports is a global language and one that crosses borders, cultures, and beliefs. I would like to take this opportunity to express my profound gratitude
Tambah
to
lagi
the
je apa?
International Esports Federation for its continuous support in strengthening and advancing the global esports ecosystem, including here in Malaysia. And special appreciation goes to His Royal Highness Prince Faisal bin Bandar,
Topik
the
mana?
former president of IESF, for his unwavering dedication and hard work. I deeply admire and appreciate his outstanding achievements and visionary leadership throughout his tenure within the Federation. And congratulations, Mr. Vlad Marinescu, for his appointment as the new president of IESF. Welcome back. And I am confident that under his leadership, the Federation will continue to grow, innovate, and elevate the global esports landscape to even greater heights. And of course, to Mr. Boban Tatovsky, General Secretary of Iesf, our deepest appreciation for your recognition of Malaysia as the best host for the World Esports Championship MLBB. Thank you so much. To all the athletes, champions or otherwise, each of you has carried the true meaning of sportsmanship. You inspired millions of young people out there, and you proved that talent means little without the heart, and victory means nothing without respect. And this championship is more than a tournament, it is a milestone for Malaysia's growing digital sports ecosystem. And esports today stands at the intersection of technology, creativity, and innovation. It opened door for the young people, new careers, new industry, and new global opportunities. And at the Ministry of Youth and Sports, we remain committed to supporting this ecosystem from the grassroots to the professional level, from the infrastructure to international partnerships. And Malaysia is ready to position ourselves as a regional leader and as a home for the world-class esports events like this. My sincere appreciation goes to Malaysian Esports Federation for the forefront effort alongside Iesf, the technical teams, volunteers, production crews, and everyone working behind the scenes to make this championship extraordinary. And to the sponsors and partners, thank you for standing with us. Your support ensures the continuous growth of esports as an industry and as a global community. Malaysia is proud of many things: our diversity, our warmth, and of course our food. And I hope the international guests had the chance to enjoy a little of Kuala Lumpur and perhaps a taste of nasi lemak, satay, or roti canai along the way. And as we close this remarkable chapter, let us continue upholding fair play, respect, and international friendship. And now, with a great honor, I hereby declare the World Esports Championship MLBB Grand Final 2025 officially closed. And to both teams, play with your heart, unity, and true spirits of sportsmanship. May the best team rise tonight. Thank you. And wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Assalamualaikum.
Thank you, Yang Berhormat Tuan Adam Ali bin Abdul Halim, Deputy Minister of Youth and Sports, Malaysia. It is now with great honor to invite Yang Amat Berhormat Dato Sri
Welcome to stream. Mana yang ada tu? Bantu share stream ni guys.
Prime Minister of
Sendu ni Mat. Lama tak stream dekat YouTube ni. Walaupun dulu selalu kat stream sama kat Sendu lah.
Assalamualaikum and very good evening.
Yep.
Wabi Adam Adli,
Top.
Mr. Wat, Mary,
Aku tak sini lah.
Mary Nusta.
Okay, tak join.
Big hand to him, the new president. Saudara Naim, our president of Malaysia Sport Federation. Saudara Faris Amis, CEO Impact Integrated. Big hand also to all participants from 19 countries. All e-sport fans from Malaysia. We have heard three speeches just now. I think everybody would like to watch the grand finale. Let us continue to inspire one another, united all of us, unite all of us here, unite the global esport family and take this game to the next level. To the finalists, this is your moment, your arena, your legacy, give it everything. Play with heart, rise like champions. And to the fan, Malaysia, are you ready? Let's make this final the most unforgettable in MLBB history. We have heard three speeches before. With that, I hereby officially close the World Esports Championship MLBB 2025. Thank you.
Berhormat to kindly the flag of appreciation. And now I would like to invite Mr. Muhammad Naim Al Amin to present the appreciation plaque to Yang Amat Berhormat Deputy Prime Minister. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause as we witness this exchange. Thank you very much, Yang Amat Berhormat, Deputy Prime Minister, and to all of our VVIPs. You may now take your seats. And now we shall move to the next agenda tonight, where we begin with our sponsorship award ceremony. May we invite the award recipients and presenters to the stage. For the first award, Best Rumor, awarded by Razor.
And the Best Roamer Award goes to Boxy from Team Cambodia.
And for the next award, the Best EXP Laner, awarded by CK Music. And the Best EXP Laner goes to Momo from Team Malaysia. for the next award, Best Mid Laner, presented by Monster Energy.
The clear and comfortable premium aligners. Invisalign.
Laner goes to OP from Team Cambodia. And now the next award is the Best Gold Laner, presented by Solo's Merchandise. And the Best Gold Laner goes to Loliel from Team Malaysia.
Lolius, eh? More Lolius.
The next award is the Best Jungler, presented by IQ. And the Best Jungler goes to
Guys.
TNZ from Team Turkey.
Yes.
And now a team wouldn't be complete without a coach. For the Best Coach Award, that is presented by Red One Mobile. The Best Coach Award goes to Coach Arcadia from Malaysia. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the IESF World Esports Championship 2025 closing ceremony. Thank you all so much for your presence
and your support. The grand finals will begin in a while. Will Team Malaysia be able to clinch their back-to-back championship, or will we be witnessing a new champion emerge tonight? Good luck to both the teams competing in the grand finale of the
Tak
World
ada. Ada lah.
Esports Championship
Ada.
2025.
Halo. Kita detect.
Thank you very much, Rose. And
Sikit ke?
ladies and gentlemen,
Cepat.
this
Itu
is
je
it.
cakap.
Months of training,
Dah
months
tepi lah.
of preparation, countless battles, and now only 2 nations remain, and one more best of 5. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the grand finals
of the World Esports Championship.
Inilah dia.
We shrunk from 96
I botched that
countries.
one, but hey, it's okay.
I mean, we shrunk from 96 countries to just the final two. Malaysia versus Cambodia, and Cambodia have already made history, finishing in the grand final spot, podium guaranteed, minimum second place. But for Malaysia, we have a chance to go for a back-to-back.
Yeah, and this is insane because this Malaysian squad, there were doubts. You know, a lot of conversation has been going on for months. A lot of opinions have been clipped here and there, shared all over social media. And as of right now, they have been undefeated.
Guys, bantu sikit share stream ni guys. Mana yang ada tu?
It is amazing to watch, and I do wonder
Mari kita sama-sama menyokong pasukan kita daripada Malaysia.
and it went all the way.
Yeah, we had both teams.
Tengok kat sini guys, tempat lain dah ramai. Sini kosong je, tak ada orang. Tengok kat sini.
Clean runs through the group stage, clean runs through the quarters and semis. But one record will be tarnished by the end of this. It's a bit of a dark spot. There has to be a winner by the end of every competition. And I'm pretty sure that the fans of both countries are looking for their team to lift the trophy.
And now we gotta look back at what has happened throughout these 2 days in the playoff, where both Malaysia as well as Cambodia, like you said.
Sekejap lagi 8 minit. 8 minit game start Malaysia lawan Cambodia. Kita dah tumpaskan Indonesia dan kini masanya grand final. Menang mudah kalau tengok 2-0, 2-0, 2-0. Easy win daripada Malaysia.
History is in the making every single second. We've seen both teams shown some great composure, and even some of them winning the award for the best role, right?
Yeah.
In their new RP getting his.
Honestly, Boxy deserves it because he's a roam chode as solo lord.
Yeah,
so you know.
Yeah, he's solo lord, right? We got Lo Liao and Momo from the side of Team Malaysia. All of this for the grand share of the champion prize pool. Winner tonight walks away with 32.5 thousand.
32,000 USD.
And we did see Team Turkey already.
So jugalah. Tapi MSC lah lagi. Gempak ada kan.
And I gotta say, looking at
4 juta ringgit Gila. Tapi dapat 32,000 pun bagi 5, 6, 10 lah, bagi 10 lah kata kan. Oh.
is not representing their club, is representing their country.
Yeah, and it's definitely an honor, right, to be the host country of WEC. And it comes at a year where we are the reigning champions, the defending throne holders. And now we have a very good chance of securing that, especially when we looked at the semi-finals earlier today. The 2-0 over Team Indonesia really solidifies the confidence that a lot of people have in the team already. And if there were doubters out there, doubters have been proven wrong.
And I gotta say, the World Esports Championship is looking amazing here when we're live from Kuala Lumpur because of the amazing friends and partners that we have, because this global event is proudly organized by Iesf, MESF, and ESI as our strategic partner, and of course, generously supported by KBS, Raka Muda, Raka Digital, and our official partners, Red One, IQ, Solos Merch, Monster Energy,
IQ.
CJ Music, and of course, our official chair partner, Razer. And let me just say, I did not thought the one representing Solos Merch would be Poji.
Yeah,
Shout out to Poji, man.
Shout out to Poji, one of our great friends, and also giving us, some good interactions between them and the Cambodians as well. Poji can speak their language. Yeah, so very cool guy, loving the bits, and he has been here actually, I think, for the entire weekend, supporting Team Malaysia.
And now we got to talk about the dynamics of what's gonna happen here. Team Malaysia so far, I believe, with all the games that have been played, they really haven't shown much. They've shown basically just 1 or 2 styles. Cambodia has done much more, but definitely, one of the pocket picks is gonna be that Cho Rome damage.
Yeah, Cho has been quite a popular pick for Boxy, but Yums also plays a mean Cho, so I wonder if it would be a challenge post later on.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we will be inviting both Cambodia as well as Malaysia onto the stage to start the grand finals.
Two teams, each carrying the weight of their journey. Each step, each victory, each sacrifice has led them here. The clash for glory. They fight for pride. One side seeks domination, the other seeks redemption. Different colors, different stories. Only one will stand as champion. This is WEC 25 Grand Finals.
Alias, Momo, Stormy, Yum. Guys tu dia, guys. Pak datang dia cakap, Pak datang.
Armed with confidence and ferocity of the Khmers, they heed the call of destiny to challenge the throne and conquer the world. They are the storm, they are the thunder, they are the forces of nature. Ladies and gentlemen, tremble beneath the war cries of Team Cambodia!
Tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, mempersembahkan the defending champions of WC. They are formed from multiple teams. They have combined their strength to show the world the pride, the glory, the strength of Team Malaysia!
Momo paling steady, relax.
And now with both teams on stage, we would like to invite for a fist bump between Malaysia and Cambodia to start the grand finals.
The last best of 5 before a trophy lift. One looking for domination and total conquer of the world, and one looking to stake their name on the Everest of history. Malaysia, with the crowd behind them, definitely have the upper hand, but Cambodia has proven us.
Okay guys, let's go guys, let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Team Malaysia, Momo, Sekai, Stormy, Loliao, and Yums.
And definitely one of the highlights here is we got to talk about the best role winners.
Jangan pusing-pusing hari dia. Kena ni.
Standing out here. Like, you need a special stat for Loliao.
Yeah.
How many solo kills has he had on that goalie?
And we have been setting this up for the entire weekend as well. We said that the side laners of Team Malaysia has been impeccable this entire tournament. They've had
Nak
so
tulis
many highlight reels, so many montages of their own individual brilliance, and to get that award is the icing on the cake.
Yeah, and say no Momo. Or
Momo
don't
never say no.
Momo never say no. Whatever the coach says, he goes. But now this is for Team Cambodia, Wadu, Detective, Opie, Zing, as well as Boxy. And also, they are the best role award winners, Boxy as well as Opie. But I got to talk a lot about Boxy here, man. He's been absolutely amazing. Doesn't matter if it's like a traditional tank, catchers like the Kalia, and at this point, basically an assassin like the Cho.
Yeah, so far, there are very few teams who are willing to keep putting on fights time and time again. We keep highlighting Team Indonesia before today that they are the ones that like to push the envelope. But Cambodia, they also like control chaos. They like to create environments where if the opponents feel uncomfortable, but they know how to kind of maneuver around the chess pieces. And let's see if this is going to break the composure of Team Malaysia, because I gotta say, they have not been rocked just yet.
Can I just take this moment, Husky, and to say it has been a surreal experience after days.
Let's go guys, let's go. Game nak start ni. Boleh share stream ni, ajak kawan-kawan tengok sini. Dan jangan lupa tekan butang follow. Follow pula. Subscribe guys.
Exactly. No matter whoever says it.
Best in the world.
Best in the world.
2 years in a row, by the way. There's a chance.
Yep. Because World Esports Championships. Yeah. Such an amazing feeling. It's nice that we're a part of it. And at this point, I'm also looking forward to see what happens in the next World Esports Championships.
Yeah, I mean, this roster, or at least a big part of this Malaysian roster, has been built from the ground up, right? We have experienced veterans, but when they first started coming together, they were definitely questions. But it came at a time that 2023, that history was made from that point onwards. I would say that it's always a pleasure to see Team Malaysia go up against Team Cambodia, because this rivalry extends beyond WEC.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that the Cambodians are out for vengeance, because we have stopped them a couple of times on the international stage.
I mean, that's just the journey of going to the top, right? For you to get there, you got to make a lot of rivals, a lot of friends, a lot of enemies, and this roster has been through the ringer and has made some names for themselves.
Asal aku tak boleh post
Everyone at this point wants to challenge them and prove that, hey, no, we're better.
Yeah, the Tigers of Malaysia.
Oh,
against
sudah
the Sharks
post.
of
Okay,
Cambodia.
okay.
It is definitely something that I think we will study in history down the road. At least
Mana lagi aku nak letak ni?
Again, I personally feel like Boxy against Jooms is my matchup to watch, just because of I think how flexible Cambodia are with their draft. Especially they are the only team so far, or the few teams that has actively picked the Cho. But not only that, pick the Cho and put that hero in go and roll, and even first pick it in the draft.
We got to see if they're going to make any adjustments going up against Team Malaysia here, because I feel like they probably have noted.
Ni aku rasa malam ni masih 2-0
Sakai has looked amazing on all three
win streak.
junglers. They're using Shin, the
Win
Lord
streak
Lance,
aku rasa.
Usa, and
Tapi grand final bagilah
as a roamer, people
cabar
always
sikit.
talk about
Ini best of 5 kan, grand final kan.
Yums have been like pressuring, have
So
been
best
stopping
of
their opponents.
3
Still
juga.
remembering the 5-man invade coming in from Mongolia with one unbreakable taunting 4 people. Without that, Malaysia might actually lost that first game.
Yeah, and that's what makes him sort of the guardian of Malaysia, right? He is the unbreakable shield. And then you're up against someone that is so active, like Boxy, someone so fearless, so opportunistic. It comes down to that reflexes. Who is going to be the one that has that eye for opportunity to get that opening for the team? A lot of times, you look back at Malaysia's gameplay, there really isn't anything that you can nitpick and fault, aside from the fact that sometimes they have too much fun, but having fun is a pretty good thing.
Yeah, it's good, you know. Fun is great. I recommend as many people to have fun while you can.
Yes.
As you get older, it's a bit difficult. But either ways, we got to talk about jungle as well, because Detective is, I would say at this point, like, it might be his second year of his career, being in multiple international tournaments. Going up against Sakai's is going to be quite difficult, and we've seen a lot of assassin battles. I still remember the most hype one where it was with Dominican Republic, the Eastern Shin Fanny. That was the most enemy-esque battle that we've seen in WEC, and we saw earlier as well TNZ getting a savage on that Haya. This jungle matchup is definitely going to be one to watch.
It's also worth mentioning that earlier on when Cambodia beat Turkey in the semifinals, during the winners interview, we found out that some of these players
100 followers
international grand finals up till today. So it is quite a precious moment for the Cambodians. Regardless of the result, the support has been amazing through and throughout. The Cambodian spirit keeps on burning regardless of the circumstances. And this is why experience does play a part, right? We talk to the Malaysian players so many times, and to them, feels like another day in the office. You know, it's a normal day for them. They are used to the pressure. But what about the Team Cambodia?
I think they have to feel the same way, because I feel like for different teams, it's going to be a different environment. And I feel like for Malaysia, if they feel like it's just another day,
Mana ada apa pun
that's
lagi.
when they are at their strongest. They need a little bit of pressure to know that this is a real game, but at the same time, it cannot be too much. They cannot be, basically they still have to have fun, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like for Cambodia, it might be the same, because sometimes when you take the grand finals too seriously, you start to be too scared.
Cambodia.
You want to be super, what you call it, like disciplined.
Ianya macam terbalik usia dia.
You want to look good, you want to have great KDA, so as stressful as it can be to fight in the grand finals, they gotta find that fine line to be able to relax.
Yeah, we see like examples of that even earlier in the bronze match between Team Indonesia and Team Turkey. The game 2 was a bit of that. We're trying to find our groove and kind of restore that momentum. Though, at least for Team Cambodia, they have been nothing but sweethearts. I think even in the women division, right, they were such a powerhouse, true and true out. On that stage alone,
Mana yang ada tu
is
bantu
there
Mat.
anything that can be a
Bantu sikit.
takeaway? And is there anything I want to
Apa?
know?
Share video ni.
I think
Live
that's
ni.
what the teams deserve, and also what the audience deserve.
I feel like both teams want that as well because as great as it is as fans to see Team Malaysia basically winning every single game, they themselves, like we know, like as players, right? Playing MLBB, you win, you feel great, but at one point you're like, I want a little bit more.
Yeah.
I want to really earn it.
Yeah, I want the challenge, right? I like it's very fun when I feel challenged. And
I'm meant to be challenged.
that's all the players. They are made to be challenged. So we are on literally the last lap of WEC, and one question has been a constant the whole time.
Is Arcadia Malaysian?
That is one. I think he is officially a Malaysian.
At this point, yeah.
But not only that,
Yeah.
Cambodia is the last team they will face. Can Cambodia push the draft of Arcadia? That's what I want to know. Because we've been looking for that answer for the past 4 days, and we haven't really found one just yet. Team Malaysia still gets comfort through and through out. Let's see if Team Cambodia can cross.
Gantung
Right?
guys.
Push the buttons a little bit, get the variety out from Team Malaysia.
See, that's the question because with that
Mana ada tak habis lagi.
and Team Indonesia has tried to ban out the mid trio, right? They ban out Kimi, Grok, Shin. And that game they got Hilda, Jushin, Lancelot.
Mana ada.
Different heroes, but at the same time, kind of do the same thing, right? Jushin, Kimi apply pressure, and it's constant pressure. Hilda, as well as Gatot or Grok or whatever, you're front line, opening up the map, charging into your opponents. Lancelot, Haya, Shin, you're there to look cool.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean, depends on who you're asking.
I mean, like if you steal the buff and no one notices you, that's kind of cool. It's like a Hanzo without using Hanzo, and both are ninjas, by the way.
And both are ninjas, yeah. Yeah. Now that I mention it,
Bila nak start ni?
they'll pull that trick again.
Hai.
Everyone buff with Nate.
Banyak lambat tau.
You say no way, but I have
Okay. If they do, it's game 3 or 4.
game 3 or 4,
Wait. What game is the most unlikely for it to
game
happen?
5. Oh, unlikely.
Most unlikely.
Game 2.
Because it only happens when you're in your head. You're like, there's no way it's gonna steal it away, right?
Do we game 5? If we go game 5.
Yeah. Because I think the most unpredictable one will be game 3. Especially if it's like 1-1.
Okay. I was about to ask the question regarding the score. Like, what score are we talking about, right? 2-0 or 1-1?
Plus, I think he will do it if they have a Grok. Grok
or Gatot?
I feel like specifically Grok, because Grok, the opponents can be a bit afraid of a level 2 Grok, plus a Farsa or Eve or Kimi. Like,
That's true.
Grok plus either of these oppressive mid laners, then the opponents will be like, okay, we're not going to challenge that.
I guess you're also worried about losing your way because the Grok is going to disrupt the equilibrium, right? That's one way to do it.
So I feel like the Grok is one of those key pieces for that strategy to really work out.
Yeah. Some of our very passionate fans in the crowd. Is it going to be a trio? He says absolutely. I don't know.
Wait, you heard that?
No. No, someone was holding up his phone.
I was looking at my script, my bad.
Yeah, actually I said that yesterday too. It's on social media somewhere.
Oh, so it's not.
No. I won 5. Okay, I won 5, right?
It's been a long day, alright?
Just saying.
Alright.
I won 5.
You want 5. Hey, the last time you asked for it, you got it.
Yeah, I was joking and I got it. So I'm not sure if I want to be serious about it.
Yeah, the thing about you, I can never tell. I don't know if you're serious or not.
I don't know. That's why I've been saying that things are going too smoothly, and I'm comfortable about things going smoothly.
Looking at the Cambodian players now, looks like everyone is getting ready, making sure that every equipment on stage works well, the phones, the headsets, and everything. But we should be starting very, very soon here. In fact, we're going to be looking at the maps, and it's going to be dangerous grass. It is pretty much the map
Yeah,
I mean, hey, Malaysia, we have a lot of forests
we have a lot of
and trees and etc.
a lot of flora.
A lot of flora.
Flora. Yeah, we have so many dangerous grasses today. I mean, even in the previous series, we got 4 out of 5 maps being dangerous grass. So this is the 5th dangerous grass that we are seeing. I think the picks probably will be the same. We have sort of gone through the list, you know, your main Roman, Croc, Hylos, Hilda.
Gotta be careful because
Cho.
Looking at here, Malaysia has picked Hilda and Jushin quite a bit on dangerous grass.
Yep. I want to look at the Boxy Cho.
Okay. Ini dia game pertama kita, iaitu best of 5
And that's a possibility there, right? Will you take the chance for the Cho opener? We'll see.
9-11 baru nak start, apa lambatnya.
For Cambodia batting out Sky's hero as well as Yum's hero in Malaysia, they do like to ban out those front lines. So Boxia is taken away, making sure that the detective doesn't get that. I wonder if they want to ban out the Grok as well, and I feel like they ban out the. Okay, so they do ban out the Grok.
All right. So we've seen at least the interaction between Indonesia and Turkey in the bronze match is that they leave a lot of the junglers open, but for Cambodia, they're showing a lot of respect to Sekais by banning out the.
Penny, Shanshin di ban Gatot Yung pun dia takut tu.
And it also enables that double fighter lineup possibility. Kimmy is still in the pool, so that's another hero to consider for both teams. And speaking of
Kalia.
left open.
And both assassins, Hayabusa as well as Lancelot.
Oh, dia ambil Lancelot.
Will be the first pick for detective
Memang
hero.
Stormy ambil ni Kimi.
Immediately picked up the Cho.
Kimi dengan Cho
As well as the Kimi, you can hear the crowd reaction. They're like, okay, taking the Cho away.
What did we say about the Cho pick, right? Like, we asked if Yums is going to challenge that, and absolutely. And that's the highest level of respect you can give to an opponent, right?
No. What if it's not Yums?
What if it's Loliel?
Loliel has used it.
He has used it. In fact, both teams have ran it before.
Yep.
Still a pretty much an open book, and it doesn't take away any possibility that something like Hilda might come out. A lot of fighters are still available. Lapu, Esmeralda, still up on the table. CC as well. The Yuzong is also available. So Cambodia's spoiled for choices.
So it looks like they do pick up the Eve as well as the Hilda.
Hilda dengan Eve.
Honestly, these are picks that Malaysia has been piloting for quite a bit.
Jungle kena ambil jungle yang ada flexibility Dia yang keras
A good way for us to open up the 3 first picks of both teams.
To a certain degree, it's sort of like both countries are cut from the same cloth, right? In very specific, I think, facets, and the drafting styles and the play styles can sort of be interchanged every now and then. It does leave the question of the jungler. The Hayabusa seems to be the most direct choice for Malaysia, unless they have other things in mind. We've seen Fredrin 4th and 5th for Turkey earlier on.
Okay, it looks like they will be securing the
yeah,
here. And this is already pretty interesting because you did say, can Cambodia really push Malaysia? And it's just one pick, but this is like one of the more different styles that Malaysia is opening up with. Now, we got to talk about the upcoming bans here. The Hilda can still be flexed, but I feel like it is a pretty safe bet to ban out like Lapu as well as Yuzong or Esmeralda. Either way, I think it's a good idea for you to ban out certain divers.
Yeah. Another way to sort of manipulate the draft is you take out heroes to force a flex pick on your opponent's side to go into a certain role.
Kena bela pelapu
You not only secure yourselves a better
ada orang bela pelapu.
but you're also giving the opponent the headache of
Ruby
how do I compensate for that? So they do ban out the Ruby, which is a very good step already. The Esmeralda, like we mentioned earlier on, ban out by Cambodia. So the fighters are the next priority on the list.
Kalau aku dah ban Cici ataupun Glue Tapi sebab pro player aku rasa diorang tak ban
I feel like if the Lapu is open, I think they'll just pick it up because he has been performing on it quite well. Looking at this, the CC is still open.
Yep.
I don't know if Malaysia wants to consider that, but it does look pretty good.
Lapu, Yuzong, Arlot still up there. We've seen Nolia with the export, and remember when you have a Kimmy or a YSS on the team, double fighters become viable. And that's the good thing, I think, about how Team Malaysia has been drafting through and throughout. You always open the possibility of
Granger dia
double
ban.
fighter lineup. They actually go for the Granger ban,
Kenapa ban
making sure
Granger?
that
Boleh keluar iklan macam ni?
Do it now. Just like you do at home.
A little bit, but if you just want to ban on comfort, the Lapu makes a lot of sense.
Yep. They
But
ban
no,
the
they ban the
CC
CC
instead.
instead, yeah.
I guess it also opens up room for them to kind of move the pieces of the Hilda around, right? If they want the Yuzong, they could go for it too. For Team Malaysia, let's see if they. I think no matter what fighters they pick, except for Yuzong,
Di ban.
it wouldn't really reveal too much
Pelapu
what
lah
the
kot.
idea was, right? What
Iesf.
the idea is for the final form of this lineup. Hey, for all we know, it could
Ah.
go, which you proposed earlier on. The Lapu Lapu does go through.
No, I really feel like Malaysia is holding on to this because they are
Yep.
really considering, and I feel like Loliel is comfortable because again, he has been basically solo killing
Kalau berapa goal lane pun boleh.
in gold, and I feel like he has that kill
Chow
pressure
goal
on
lane
him
tak
as
berapa
well.
sangat
So
ah
I
kan.
really
Aku rasa
feel
better lah pelapu goal
Loliel
lane
has
daripada
to
Chow
really
goal
see the
lane.
entire
Chow ni
matchup.
main roam,
If
lah
we
pelapu
need to
boleh
win
goal
this
lane,
game,
boleh
if
XP.
we know like an X-Borg is gonna win me this lane, give me that X-Borg.
Yeah. I mean, what better hero to play as a solo killer than a Cho, right? One of the flashier solo kill heroes. It's always fun to see some good footwork there. Roundhouse kick, one or two times in a single fight. Cambodia will have to show all of their cards here. Let's see if they stick with the traditional marksman. We did talk about the Bruno before.
Bruno dapat
And
masuk.
it does come out. The Phobius also a very good answer to the Cho, no matter where the Cho goes.
Yeah. So this is already pretty interesting. So Malaysia has seen this Bruno.
What about Glue here?
No, honestly, even if they still pick up the export, it's gonna be quite good.
Yep.
Like Bruno as well as Eve can burst it out, but I kind of feel like that's the job of the Lapu Lapu, right?
Yep. I
So,
mean,
yeah.
export. If you want to go further, the Glue is one as well. You want to take the direct matchup into the Phobius.
But if
Marksman
the
lah, ambil
Bruno
marksman
is
lah.
gold, then they need a roamer here.
Yes.
And
Aku
I
rasa dia orang
honestly
akan ambil
think
marksman
that
lah.
would be
Sebab
okay, because then the Phobius is gonna get
game
covered so
nanti
often.
pedih oh ini Bruno ah. Tapi kita ada Kimi
So
lah.
they're putting the high lows in basically
Boleh ke?
right in the
Goal lane lapu-lapu
midst of the
boleh ke?
battlefield.
So I guess it's probably better just to put Cho in the roam here,
That's what I'm thinking.
and then
Sebab
give
kita dah ada
something
Kimi.
else in the gold lane.
Marksman mesh.
I mean, heck, Use Matilda has also been a relic that we haven't seen in quite a while.
In general, we haven't seen quite a lot of enchanter
Yeah.
roamers here.
No.
Yeah, looks like they're really thinking about this. But so far, Cambodia, their draft has been looking pretty good, pretty solid front lines in general. And Malaysia, they don't really have a what was the word again? A shredder. They don't have a shredder. Quite a lot of damage, but not really shredder type until the Kimi gets the Demon Hunter sword. After that, sure, the front lines will start to melt a little bit. But if they wanna melt them out quite fast, or at least in the early game, then yeah, probably looking at something like an X-Borg.
Yeah. The export again.
I mean, like, there's a reason why they ban out the CC, right? They really don't want the shredders.
Yeah. Export could be the next answer. Can create ample pressure against a Phobius. Big dive as well, and you feel discouraged to sort of walk towards him, and it's even worse if he pulls you back with fire stakes.
More importantly, it's amazing.
Kenapa picking time tu tak bergerak eh?
That's the thing about Malaysia. They like to fight for these objectives, and X-Borg is amazing. Because the more you want to leash it away, the more the X-Borg will gain value.
Yes, I will say that we have seen some goal lane matchup where the X-Borg just flat out wins because the goal laners aren't good at trading, right? Like Claude, for example, Obsidia is pretty horrible into that, but Bruno
is pretty good.
It's not that bad, right? Yeah. All you need is a Heart's Claw, but even prior to that, getting a passive online and being able to start threatening the Farragut armor is going to kind of make that deter that export from going too aggressive. And well, I want to say but the Hilda in the roam role, so you could.
Apa masalahnya ni Cambodia ni?
This Xbox resource in the early game to
Cambodia lah yang
assuming that they get the export from Malaysia.
tahun lepas MSC buat hal tu kan. Dan nak rematch balik tu. Ya ke dia orang?
Yep.
Kimi just stops them with a Starlium and then just keeps on hitting and hitting and hitting. And hopefully they basically control the game.
Aduh, lambat lah.
The Eve doesn't hurt the high loss too much, and if she does, by that time Loliel already has 3 items, so he can start dealing with the Eve.
I think now's a good time to play a fun mini game. Guess the last pick, right? We'll do it like Squid Game style. Whoever guesses it wrong, you're eliminated. Don't worry, the ground won't open if underneath you. You won't fall down, but you are just eliminated. We have limited technical capabilities to, you know.
Maybe next year.
Maybe next year.
Maybe next year.
You guess it wrong. Please leave the arena. No, we're not that ruthless.
Yeah, in my head it is between
Rose ni dah kahwin ke Rose ni?
Yeah, that's Rose, yes.
Okay, it's between
Oh, dah kahwin ada anak dah tu ha.
It's between the X-Borg and the Hylos for me. Other than that,
Bila
like,
masa
actually,
pula?
is there a rumor that I'm not thinking of?
I mean, I must
Padang?
Padang Khalid now. Probably not.
Yeah.
Hylos is the best pick. I see the smirk on Yum's face. I have a feeling he's gonna play Cho.
No, it's just because we don't see them changing so much, so it does become weird. Like, what other options would they really want? Because if he smiles, it could be a Florian for all we know, right?
That's what
done
helped
that
us
before.
last time. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what helped us last time. To be the first enchanter support to be picked here. If there's one role you want to add, what role would it be? Like one
role I would add.
Because I gotta rephrase. One, if you get to add a new hero into the game, right? What role would you want that hero to be?
Support. And I
Tank or
want
enchanter?
enchanter because I want some like
Aduh, aku dah duduk seat ni tak boleh nak ni.
like a bard or something, but basically music based where you instead of heal, you buff and give shields.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
something like between a Matilda and a Lolita.
A Matilda and I get what you mean. Yeah, a bard.
Yeah.
I think that's what they call it. It's like a
Yeah, because I'm not too familiar with the term.
yeah. You're correct. Specializes in buffs more than, healing and all.
Because we've had buff items before.
We have.
That has been removed, and even the encourage boots is gonna get changed a little bit for instead of giving damage, it's gonna give defense. So basically, I want this kind of support to be worked in a siege composition where tank, jungle, and EXP that's a front line, and you're just making it so that your marksman, your mage just deals ridiculous damage.
Yeah.
Because I am done with supports keeping everyone alive. I want supports that make someone die.
Kena sidai, Mak. Kena sidai.
Fine line, I get it. But of course, we thank everyone for their patience. As you can see on screen, just on cam just now, we're sorting out some, making sure that everything is going smooth. I think Team Cambodia ready to hop back in action. There we go. Timer ticks, and now we get to review who is going to be the choice for Team Malaysia. I'm with you on the export pick.
Yeah, I feel like that's the one that's the safest. That's the one that they have the most.
Benda tu disidai kita ni. Ha, tu dah picking lah. Dah jalan masa.
Any other,
I don't know, Obsidia?
Harif might be a bit difficult with the phobias, but maybe they can try it out.
I mean, Lunox is another one. But
Oh yeah.
But
yeah.
Xbox Golden.
We waited for a while, but we were correct for a while. We just had to make sure that it's locked in.
yeah, we nothing is certain until the very end. Of course,
And then
spirits are high.
And then I went to shout out, I was like, "Good of your gold."
No.
We've seen that once.
Shout out to Siggy Boom, my man. There is some good references being thrown around.
Okay, let's go to the land of dawn.
Right now, I just want to give them the space. So right now, ladies and gentlemen, this is gonna be the start of the grand finals between Malaysia and Cambodia. This is where they start to see who will be the world's best.
Cambodia have a chance to snatch that throne away, and Malaysia has a chance to defend it for 2 years in a row. Either way, history will be made. Tuan tuan dan puan puan, let us commence the grand finals of WEC 25 right here in Kuala Lumpur between Team Malaysia and Team Cambodia.
So So right now we can see that there's no shenanigans here, Husky. Everyone is starting on their own side of the map. In fact, both are going for a purple buff start. So we gotta see whether they will contest the
Masa
little
lu
or not.
lagi laju ah.
That the Kimi is there. I'm guessing Team Malaysia really want that. Speaking of which, Boxy has already taken quite a bit of damage from Humes as well as Stormy, and Loliel already trading quite a bit against Zing.
Look at where the Hayabusa is. Willingly will give up this lethal.
Dapat Stormy dapat.
They still got it. That's a +1, and Shane might be in danger because the Hayabusa is around there, but they're not gonna go for any shenanigans. Loliel doing his usual best. Taking out his Faraga armor might not be the best choice because it increases the range of the fire missiles, as Humes will be able to back off. Thorn rolls not enough damage there from the side of Cambodia. Boxy will go on the chase. Humes gonna look to get away with the shot.
Weh, dia flicker.
From Boxy. First blood for Team
Sanggup
Cambodia.
flicker
And Boxy receives the help of Oppie. Stormy will be there to help Sud guys. They get a trade.
That was very risky. Don't know if it's worth it. Oppie taking quite a bit of damage from Stormy as well. Sakai.
Flicker. Stormy flicker. Ha. Main gila ye.
A bit of an overextension. Cambodia fixated on the first blood, ends up giving 2 away. Not to mention to the cores of Team Malaysia as well. Jing also having quite a tough time because Loliel in the goal lane getting burned down. Good stun, a sliding tackle from Jing to take care of the Faraga armor, but Loliel will be safe. A Detective comes through, forces out the flicker. Detective does have the puncture to work with, and it's dangerous territory for Loliel, but Detective is gone.
And this is making Sakai's job easy because the goalie can handle by himself. Sakai is taking a bit of damage. And the
Whoa.
steals the turtle away.
They get the RWM, will use to flicker away, but Wadu catches him.
Low.
Still disengages. Momo will be forced to flicker too. The aggression from Cambodia. This is what we expect from them. And they're off to a good start.
The Thorn Rolls deals a lot of damage alongside with the Retribution. The Team Malaysia making sure that they don't get taken down for free. Both Silencers, Momo as well as Leo, is able to survive. But Cambodia, man, they're not shy to a fight.
And that's a challenge that Team Malaysia has been itching for. A true test of skills and wits on that stage. Coincidentally enough, this is also the most tame start that we have for Team Malaysia. You know, no
Level 6 dah
goal lead, 2
Masa
minutes in. Gotta behave a bit more because Cambodia are willing to take on the fight. Stormy flies away. Here comes Hume. No out just yet.
Yum. Aduh.
Wadu with the collection. Sakai's into the shadow kill. Boxy disperses it over to Oppie and Wadu. Sakai finds nothing.
That was good movements coming in from Cambodia, making sure that not only do they share the
Tak apa,
damage,
tak apa. Mabuk kerja, mabuk kerja.
exit from the lowest member. Zing now having the Hasclaw will have a much better time going up against this X-Borg. Speaking of which, right now Momo gets pulled in by Wadu.
And taking dangerous damage. A critical state will have to take a recall. And Boxy will make sure that if Momo doesn't back off, there is a kill angle. They try to turn on the Boxy. Sakai to the shadow stuck onto him. They're ready to go for the fight. Kick Sakai. Not gonna commit too much. Stormy is there to pick it up, and Sakai ends up collecting it anyways. Wadu and Oppie now try to turn it
Oi, member dah tak ada bayang ah.
fights back.
Wadu and Oppie waiting for the cooldowns from the Hayabusa to get taken down. Now Momo does have that War Axe. Look at Detective clearing up the mid, so now they're marching towards the turtle. Looks like Cambodia will have a pretty good shot of getting this as well.
Momo will take on the fight in the top lane solo against the Phobia.
Macam boleh menang oh, Momo.
At least for now.
Momo kejar oh.
Back up, turns back in, waits out Momo's bravest fighter, and able to walk away.
Boxy getting
Ui.
targeted, gets kicked, and will get taken down by Humes, and the OK Shadow Kill being used. Oppie still alive, Momo is there, creating damage. Stormy is dangerously low. Detective is on the hunt, goes for Momo. Momo flickers out.
Another 2 minutes without the important resources, just as the turtle spawns, and 2 members of Team Malaysia having to take that recall. Momo will just heal up with the camp to make sure that he doesn't have to walk the long way. This could be our first big team fight here. Detective not shying away from a potential challenge. And some guys will have to wait in the shadows. Loliel is ready on the MU. Detective with the secure again. Faraga armor instantly blown up, and Loliel flicker to save.
Allahu Akbar.
Phobia's on the killing spree.
Yeah, right now the Phobia's having 3 kills. Is looking pretty good. Cambodia is in the lead with 1,400 goal lead. Boxy is basically pushing Momo away, unable to get to the lane. Looks like Malaysia will have to concede that turret. But in the top lane, Looks like Sakai is going to be clearing the minion. It looks like a pause has been asked from Team Cambodia.
Aduh, kemudian pada tadi.
Slightly unfortunate, but gives us a bit more time to assess the situation so far. We have been looking for a challenge for Team Malaysia to see how you can stop some of that early game tempo plays. Even though it was a 2-for-1 trade in favor of Team Malaysia, we saw the clapback. And one of the ways to do it is to get laners that can go even. We talk about the Bruno being a decent option into the export. That one was achieved. The Phobius into Lapu Lapu as well, able to hold his own. And that eliminates that solo kill play from the side lanes of Team Malaysia.
I feel like the strategy going into this is already pretty good, which is Malaysia has been doing pretty well because they've been winning the 1v1. So make sure you get a hero that can either win you the 1v1 or make sure that you do not lose. And we see that where Zing on the Bruno, making sure that he's able to burst out that Viraga armor. And even though with the long range, it's still not close enough for you to actually get a kill onto the Bruno. And the rotation coming in from Detective, making sure that if Loyal does move forward, he will get the kill, giving full trust for Wadu to handle Momo on that Lapu, which, by the way, 3-0.
Apa tu?
Wadu's having an amazing game on that Phobius.
Yeah, and we did talk about how against an export requires someone else to front for him. He can't really do it alone. But if you can keep threatening his Faraga armor, then the effectiveness does go down. And in that earlier fight, Noliao can't really stay there for
Gigit nanti dia masuk dalam telinga nanti.
damage from this Phobius. And we saw how fast they dealt with the export.
Nami mana ya?
When you are on this Cho, sure, there are answers to it. Like you said, that Phobius is going to be a key problem that Team Malaysia has to solve.
Part of it is definitely for that Eve, and the Malaysian mid trio is able to win out a lot of mid lane battles that usually the mid laner is not really impacting the game that much, but OP as well as Boxy being the award winners here are really showing up their stuff, making sure that they do not lose against Yums as well as Stormy, and able to apply that pressure onto Loliel, onto even Sakai's getting caught once or twice by Oppie at this point.
And it's also worth pointing out that actually this is the first time in the entire tournament that Team Malaysia has fallen behind in net worth and game pace. I think a lot of people are very used to seeing Malaysia
Tolus
being
penaja
ahead,
dia.
you know, making it look easy. This definitely isn't the case, and that's why Cambodia has been one of our toughest rivals in recent times.
So right now we're still waiting on the issue being handled. Shout outs to all the Marshall on stage, working hard, making sure that all the players get what they need to be able to perform. And now, speaking of performing, Cambodia, this is an amazing development that they're able to push Team Malaysia this hard. And in terms of scaling, they scale quite well. Even though Bruno is not known to be the strongest late game carry, but when it comes to burst damage, it's definitely there. And in the current form of the meta, burst is more forgiving because I feel like attack speed is easier for you to defend against.
He's a Faraga armor.
Jangan bagi apa punya tu.
Let's go. Right? Like most of the time, like crit marksmen aren't really a thing anymore because it takes quite a while to enable them, and the last viable one being the Irithel also has gone down the drain a little bit. But for Bruno, he's gonna reach a point where he shreds through you no matter what you have. And it becomes harder and harder to catch because of that sliding tackle, which has its cooldown reduced every time you catch your soccer ball back. And not to mention his stun mechanic too. If you want to man fight him man to man, he can actually outmaneuver you.
Yep.
And he has armor reduction with the Wardy.
Oh yeah, true. That would help out the Lancelot quite a lot, especially when he gets a full stack on the War Axe. So it's gonna be a lot of bursts coming in for this game. And shout out to everyone. Look at how many people we have here in the crowd watching Grand Finals, Malaysia going up against Cambodia. And so far, it has been a pretty good start to the game.
Can I just say some of these crowd members have been here since the very start of the game. They've been here since the
Hali,
semi-final. They watched through every game, and it was a journey worth it, right?
Sedap.
For the players, this is the true test. We talk a lot about, getting long game days, war of attrition.
Malaysia open up the day.
Yep.
And they're gonna
Close
close
out.
out the day, yeah. So it has
Apa
been a
yang
very
haunted
long
house
day for everyone involved.
They might
Betul
be
pula.
no strangers to this, but doesn't take away the fact that it's a challenge every single time we see them there.
Yep.
They have gone
Yalah.
to the midnight shift before.
It's always those what you call it, those untold stories, right?
Yes.
We just talk about the things that we see, you know, on the
Saja
screen.
sidai game.
Speaking of seeing on the screen, the trophy there waiting for the champions in both Cambodia as well as Malaysia. They're so close enough that they can hold it. And now we're jumping straight back into the game. And looks like Sakai's was able to get the turret up top and some minions as well.
Having the trophy so close to you makes it even more heartbreaking when you're not the ones lifting it up. Stormy blowing one down.
Label 9
Mid
Best
laners
kalah
have been hitting
label
the
tu.
timings. And even in terms of kill
Dia
participation,
dua
both of them
kill.
have 100%. The only difference being that Stormy has 1 kill, but Oppie has 1 death. But still, they've been contributing to these skirmishes through and throughout. Traction pulse on the Wadu. Not enough to take him down.
But still, that is still quite a lot of damage coming in from Stormy. Once he does have that Demon Hunt Sword, it is going to be a bit of a problem. Yum's getting targeted by Boxy.
Yeah.
And now 4 members have been spotted out by Team Malaysia.
That bush is pretty scary. Have to
It's
give
dangerous.
It is dangerous. Have to give a lot of respect, honestly, to Boxy on this Hilda. Taking up so much space, and it's a very good tracker to
Okay, kita dapat
hunt
2
down
tower.
Yums
Tower
and
dah dapat.
Sakai's. Both side lane tier 1s have gone down for the side of Team Cambodia, whereas for Team Malaysia, the top lane 1 still stands.
This is where we're seeing... Wait, hold on. Yums is clearing the wave. Is this going to be a damage Joe? Is this... It is going to be a game where Yums will try to solo the lore. Hold on.
Ui.
Gets caught there. Traction Pole saves him.
Almost soloed by Boxy. Stormy flickers away, and Lolia with the pickup. Detective with a good attempt. Now Yums now in a dangerous position. Spot out by Wadu. Good awareness there. Control of Turtle for Cambodia. RWM use Oppie will eat the
Okay,
shadow.
mati.
Easy pick up there in the mid lane.
He's the Sky Prince, but he's also Nightmare for mid laners. Speaking of which, the kick goes in.
And the Lash Shaker on the 2, the connection from Team Malaysia.
Mantap.
To come alive. Yums gets out. Wadu
Mantap.
Lolia burns him to a crisp.
Rata. Oh, dia flicker.
Boxy back in the fight, but he's up against Momo and Lolia. Pull back by the stakes.
Mantap.
Boxy is gone. Malaysia come alive.
And now Sakai's with the Malefic Roar as well. It's going to be much easier for him to take down the front lines of Team Cambodia, Malaysia.
Walaupun kalah label, tapi pantai tetap pantai.
Fighting around those objectives, Zing taking a lot of damage.
And they're gonna blow up in his face, Lodiel. Not taking any prisoners. And all it takes is just one minor
Aduh,
movement.
dia flicker.
And get a 2K goal swing, losing Stormy in the process as Wadu can miss the flicker. But still, mid tier 1 goes down, and a considerable amount of lead for Malaysia.
All right, looks like this is going to be a tank Cho for now. Looks like he's just clearing the way, making sure that he completes his items a little bit faster here. But yeah, honestly, Wadu on this Phobius is a pick that we don't see quite a lot nowadays. But it's looking amazing.
Tak nampak tadi. Aku rasa Yum nampak je tu.
In terms of items as well, the Lance not only completing the War Axe, but look at Sakai's having a lot of penetration with the Hunter Strike as well as the Malefic Roar.
Wow, Momo, he was ready for
Pak
that.
Momo. Oh, gila-gila Momo. Oh. Tak dapat, tak dapat. Dapat. Dia memang cari Bruno tu. Dapat Bruno tu. Mana tadi tu? Ha? Obvious tadi tu? Mantap guys, mantap.
Momo, Lolia having that instant connection with the mid trio. Starting a fight, everyone jumps in.
And the craziest thing was that the
You gua dapat chow, memang padu lah.
bravest fighter instantly to cut off the escape route for Cambodia. And I had the pleasure to talk.
Walaupun kena pressure early game kan. Dengan Hilda ni.
They sing high praises for Momo and Lolia being able to gel with the team very quickly.
Tengok chow. Clear lane baik.
Now first lord controlled by Malaysia.
So damage je. Hilang. Dia tak hilang.
Dangerous.
Allah, Sky.
Detective on the case.
Mana dia datang tu?
Guys. Wadu now looking to go back in, jumps on the Stormy. Stormy jetpacks away. Wadu cannot find him. He flickers to safety. The fight splits into two. Yums and Momo work on the back line. Detective gets
Tak
away.
mati kan?
Jing looking to re-engage. Slowly out gets out with the last insanity. And now the fight is truly
Tengok Momo.
chaotic. Cambodia
Allah, Momo kena bantai.
Dude,
Keras
Wadu
Momo
has
tu.
been amazing, man. He started out the fight, grabbing Sakai's, but Detective, I did not even see that he was there. Immediately
Dia
jumped
sangkut ni, tak bergerak kan?
to Sakai's, taking him down. Sakai's has respawned. So right now for Cambodia, they are on top of the Lord, and they're in a position where they can take it, but Malaysia, they will be contesting.
Big goal swing in favor of Cambodia too. The Lord is so low, so guys, he's in, he's looking for Boxy first. RWM, Wadu tries to hold the back.
Oi, tak dapat.
Detective finds the kill on the Yums. And Lord for Cambodia, Detective is keeping Cambodia in the game.
Absolutely amazing, securing the turtles as well as the Lord. Right now, Malaysia, Cambodia is fighting back, and now Detective does have that endless battle, so he's going to deal quite a lot of damage. The one that has to be careful here is going to be Lolio. The burst coming in from Cambodia, they can actually deal with the Faraga armor now.
We saw a big swing in favor of Malaysia earlier on, but Cambodia did not shy away at all. They not only put up a resistance, they put up a fight. And a hell of a good one. 8.5k net worth for Detective, richest in the game.
And then looking at the items coming in from Zing, he's waiting for that crit item because he already has the Hunter Strike, and now the Berserker Fury has been completed as well. Same with the Malefic Gun. Lord charges up top. Malaysia's gonna handle it. Humans got found out by Detective. Cambodia takes the tier 2 turret.
It's worth also noting that Bruno is incredibly good at sieging too. Structures fall like dominoes. Whenever Bruno is able to lay his hands on them, Yums
Ciao.
flank off, so he's forced away. Quick RWM from Oppie, Lo Liao loses his Faraga armor thanks to Detective.
Cambodia, they understand for them to be able to have a good fight against Malaysia, they got to take care of Lolio, making sure that the Faraga armor is not there. It looks like Detective, even him by himself, should have enough damage. Sakai's gets found by Detective. In Detective level 15, Sakai's just a little bit more.
Sky masuk balik tu.
Good iframe.
Woi, tak mati. Oh, mati.
Momo in. Stormy does end up going down, but Yums is on the flank. Lo Liao is gonna
Yes.
lose armor, and Momo will be looking to disengage. No more damage for Team Malaysia. 1-4-1 condition. They use Wadu again in. With Singh picking up the collection. Can't find Lo Liao, but Cambodia are in control.
Oh, Lolia, this is a very dangerous spot. Has to flicker out. And now Sakai's gets pulled back by Wadu. Opi having that divine glaive all the while. Yums is preventing a push by actually pushing down mid. And I'll look at the damage here. Even though Detective is only doing about 25k damage, but I feel like it's substantial amount of damage because it's on the right target, preventing Team Malaysia from actually having a good fight.
They're also stopping Stormy and Yums from joining the fight too, so Momo is left on an island with Lo Liao to go for these big dives and opening up windows for Wadu to hit the back line. Stormy was instantly erased from the fight. That's why we didn't even see the Kimmy having an impact, making it like a 4v5.
Zing!
Find a kick, Zing, quick, but is it quick enough?
Hilang terus.
Against the Sky Prince. Boxy now in danger, but Yums makes the call to fall back. They don't need to overextend. Lord is up.
That was a good catch.
Dapat Bruno sedap lah. Bruno damage dia.
The moment you're caught
Dan
lacking,
slot ni semi tank kan.
as long as
Dia
Wadu
keras
is
je.
there, even without
Damage dia
Zing,
tak berapa nak ada.
should be able to influence so that Malaysia will at least have to hesitate or take just a little bit too much damage than they want. Speaking of which, Momo is only about 30% health.
Yeah, Detective is really hurting. Last Sandy committed. Momo, he's looking for Oppie.
Hilang.
Detective can't get into the pit just yet. Yums kicks him away. Detective still will try, but some guys this time will get it done. Boxy hops in with the conceal, has the immortality, but Malaysia will disengage after losing Momo.
Oh, but Detective
is not done just yet. Some guys just dupes him with the shadows.
Clean coming in from the Sky Prince. But again, Cambodia, it was good that Yums was able to slow down Detective, making sure that he's not there to contest for the Lord. But we can see the damage as well as the elusiveness that Detective has. And And look at Yums as well. He's pushing down bot. He's basically playing like a Cho damage, but only having one damage item with the Blade of Heptases. So kind of playing more macro for this one.
He's the reason why Cambodia are split when it comes to taking objectives and making macro move, because Yums is creating lane pressure. Boxy is gonna eat the kick. RWM as a response. Oppie will be able to take out Yums alongside Boxy. Lodi Yao tries to escort the Lord, but Detective is so dangerous. Lodi Yao flickers away, but still,
Ya ada ni lagi.
finds him. Traction pulse comes in, keeps Wadu away. Lodi Yao disengages with the last insanity, and the siege from Malaysia gets halted.
The only casualty is Yums. Everyone else had to use everything to actually get away. Detective on this Lancelot is very, very dangerous. And Wadu is, even though he is dying, but you kind of have to throw everything at him, right?
Yep.
Unless Lolio commits the last insanity, the Phobius is just way too tanky for Team Malaysia.
And now, he has the Winter Crown. So he's even harder to take him down. You definitely feel a bit scared if you are Stormy this time.
Yep.
So many ways to get on top of you. Momo tries to wait in the wings. They light up the jungle. They know where Cambodia are at. But Cambodia can just keep walking on forward.
It's on Yums now. He really has to take care of Detective. Boxy taking a lot of damage, but he still has the immortality. Malaysia will not overcommit. The Lord will spawn in 1 minute. So both teams have to start controlling the side.
Cakap memang split push daripada tadi
That every single
Dah
wave
macam lah game ni.
is pushing
You.
towards their opponent's side, or at least stagnating around the mid. And Team Malaysia, they're still splitting up here. The Cho is moving away from the rest of the team. And now he even has a Blade of Despair. So yeah, he is transitioning. He started off as a tank Cho, but now transitioning into more damage.
And realizing that they definitely need a bit of extra kick there to take out their
Unintended?
targets. Yeah.
All right.
OP Winter Crown. There's 2 Winter Crowns now for Cambodia. The ideal way to approach this is to try and pick a fight when you see Yums on the map, because he'll be a 4v5. Maybe that's the plan. Foiled by Momo. Yums should be able to get out. It's not a problem to get the traction post. Boxy. They're not going to commit the kick.
Ui, dapat apa tu?
And that's Oppie. Detective
Ya,
with the
Ice pula.
They lost the guys already, and now Oppie unleashes the
Mati bye Stormy.
Two there from the side.
Oi, sakitnya.
Going down. Cambodia taking that fight. Absolutely spectacular. Shane finds the double kill, and Cambodia now turns to Lord.
That was impressive coming in from Cambodia. Malaysia thought they got it. A kick being committed by Yums, but the star item here, man, the Winter Crowns. Cambodia is able to ignore the majority of the big burst coming in from Malaysia, completely outplaying that team fight. And now we can see the Detective is going to be on the Lord, while the rest of the members getting the inhibitor, and Loliel, he has to let that go. He can't commit for this one. And now Cambodia, they are clearly in the lead. 18 minutes in with 5,000 goal lead. Cambodia is looking good to win game number 1.
The fact that they were able to catch Sakai's too. The kick onto Oppie should have been it. But like you said, the Winter Crown was a game changer there. 6k goal lead for Cambodia. Detective with the Queen's Wings.
Dia ni je Bruno dengan Pobius ni kacau
Top lane in just 14 seconds. This is the first time we see Team Malaysia on the back foot, and pretty far behind too.
I'm gonna say, I don't care about the numbers.
Tak ada
I
marksman
want
kita.
this MVP. How many attempts have he stopped with the Dark Wave? And how many times has he caught Sakai's? And how many fights has been withstanding everything that Malaysia is throwing at
Nampak Bruno
Cambodia? This
match dia.
pick, this Phobius, is a headache for Malaysia.
Yeah. The fact that we floated the idea of the Phobius early on in the draft too makes it even more surreal. Let's see if Malaysia can defend against this siege. The damage from Jing has to be respected. Oppie too. So they will work on the inhibitors. The guys instantly forced back. Detective trying to run away. They find a kick. It's a full commit. They need Detective dead.
And now the Lord,
Determination is there. Stormy though, chopped to half by Boxy. Lolia explodes in the face of Jing.
Yes.
It is Bruno. Yums wants to get in, but he's zoned away. Lolia disengages. Dark Wave pulls Momo back. There are still waves that needs to be dealt with.
Sampai dalam pun nak selot dah tadi
waiting for the
Dia
Brave
nak buat
Warriors as
freestyle lah
well.
tu.
But all inhibitors of Malaysia are down. Zing is healing up with the Haas Claw. Sakai is waiting for an angle, same as Momo. Momo now does have the bravest fighter.
Does Malaysia have it in them to go for another attempt? The shadow stuck onto Jing. Shadow kill very early on. Here comes Olia with the commitment. Is Jing that's the target? They block Boxy. Oppie goes into Winter Crown and Wadu in no man's land, but he's very durable. Gets kicked underneath of Cristo and executed. Momo turns around with the Lash Shaker. That's Jing with the immortality gone. Malaysia hold the fort.
Confident, overconfident Cambodia.
Game at 20 minutes of the game, but Team Malaysia able to juggle as well as time their ults together. They were waiting for Sakai's, Momo, and Lolio for everyone to have their ultimates up online. And once they do, they all commit on it all in, forcing out the Winter Crowns, able to deal enough damage to not only clear the minions, but also take down Cambodia. Now Zeng is gonna spawn in about 20 seconds. Detective as well as Boxy are using the conceal. They find Yums. How are they gonna deal with him?
I think it's okay, right? If Yums dies but they get the Lord, it should be manageable. But Yums will try to buy as much time as possible. Find a kickback. They even expand the RWM for him. Yums.
Pak Lord.
Can he outmaneuver this? Boxy.
Oh, dapat lari tu. Oh, gila-gila. Oh, outplay lah.
Throwback to Yums in Snapdragon.
Gila-gila Yum.
Back in SBS. Made a lot of clips with the great escape from the base all the way to the turret. And now Yums having that win talker as well. Malaysia is looking to use
Dia nak split push tu.
end the game. But look at Detective. Yums, he knows that Detective is nearby. Is letting the team know. How is Malaysia going to use this Lord?
Look, LaFell. In WEC, we haven't seen a comeback with no inhibitors yet. This could be a Detective so dangerous. He gets away, Lolia cannot chase him, but
Lolius.
stays alive. Some guys in the shadow kill. Some guys won't get him. Malaysia at the cusp of game 1. Detective trying his best. With Wadu around.
Game terbalik, Mat. Itulah overconfident Cambodia. Ha.
To the grand finals. Both Cambodia and Malaysia trading blows for blows. From the early to the mid to the late, neither team can hold
Gila lah
the
tu.
lead. And that
Terbaik
was
tu.
only game number 1.
From the
You punya chow memang terbaik.
Malaysia pull off a miracle.
Semua terbaik lah. Memang semua terbaik lah tadi.
Vigorous home crowd. The celebration
Walaupun
is
dia tekan lah. League game sampai
that's the first step.
sampai league game tu. Comeback
I
eh.
gotta say,
Boleh comeback balik tu.
we wanted a challenger. We found one.
Mantap, Mat.
That's the kind of game that we've been waiting to see. Cambodia and Malaysia standing toe to toe.
First game Malaysia menang, guys.
This is where
Yang baru masuk tu.
mechanics are the same.
Bantu share sikit, guys.
The drafts are good. It's all
Nak suruh
about
tap screen tak boleh lah. Like boleh like kan. Nah, boleh tekan like. Boleh lah. Kat YouTube pun boleh lah tekan like. Nak live kat TikTok tak boleh, Mat. Sebab ambil konten restream macam ni kan.
Making it so that they can survive Stormy Sakai's Loliel. It's absolutely amazing.
Even with their best efforts, I gotta say, how Team Malaysia, they keep track of the cooldowns, the way that they juggle these fights and keep giving Cambodia that false sense of security, thinking that the cooldowns are out, only to
Baik tu.
fight back. Loliel,
Walaupun tak ada marksman, late game kita pegang. Kita ada lah marksman. Apa Kimi kan. Aku lupa tengok Chow punya item ni. Dia buat damage je. Sebab dia asyik split push dulu tadi.
if he can cleave Sakai's or Stormy in half, the job is done. But it came a bit too late. Who would have thought the failed attempt on Yum's life would turn to be a victory for Team Malaysia?
Let me just say, the only reason Yums doesn't have a lot of highlights on the show is because he hasn't been getting the show. And every time he gets it, there's some kind of highlight that he makes for himself.
First pick show, by the way.
First pick show. Denying it from Boxy. What if Cambodia, they're like, hey, you know what? You know what? Show first pick is sounding pretty good right about now.
The greatest level of honor. Hall of Famers on your screen. Sakai's as the Gold Hunter and the GOAT. Momo and the Lapu Lapu doing God's work as the tanker. And Oppie also the best mid laner award
And this is
Tak
why we
tinggi
say
pun gol
one
per
more
minit dah
decision.
350 je.
He doesn't say no,
Sebab
no.
kena kacau Hilda early game.
Like, you're gonna be the tank. You're gonna be the front line. Yums is gonna build damage, and he's like, sir, yes, sir.
Yes, Kuya.
If you want me to 1v5, take all the damage, I will.
Sorry, what you say, sir? Execute? Okay, no problem. Petrify Lapu Lapu? Sure, I'll do it.
And now we gotta look at the MVP for game number 1 is going over to Loliel. 5-1 and 9. Team Cambodia had to play around this X-Borg, despite the X-Borg being countered time and time again by getting his Faraga armor bursted down. He just comes back in and explodes.
Kali dia mati
He's only been playing X-Borg today, by the way. He has not touched any other heroes in the Gold League. Only X-Borg.
I mean, this is the thing about Team Malaysia. If you don't ban it, what else am I gonna play?
It's Claude, but better.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Well, we gotta look at the highlights, and I gotta say, there's a lot of it. And we're starting off again. Like the thing that I like is blows for blows.
Dia ada South Africa.
Has a good moment, and then they just stay there. Right?
Yep.
Cambodia, they figure out a way to come back, and then Malaysia, they gotta figure out a way how to come back.
Yep. We did highlight the importance of the roam, right? Like both roamers did a fantastic job, but I gotta say, you also gotta give the XP laners some credit because the entire game, all these flashy kills that we see from Detective and Sakai's, they were all enabled by the support pieces of the XP and the roam. Boxy and Wadu creating space for Detective to dive the backline. Momo and Yun's creating space for Sakai's to plaster his shadows on the RP and Jing. But the fact that they're able to find these close
Oh,
angles
ini momen baik Sao dapat lagi tu.
frustrating for Cambodia to do it. And look at this, the great escape from Yun that converted not only onto kill on the Boxy, but an eventual win with a Lord push.
4 people went on to him. He escaped, and he got a kill. Younes, man, like
That's aura farming.
I gotta say, that's the legend of Malaysia, man. Like ever since his debut, same as Stormy, honestly. Ever since their debut, they've had an amazing career.
Look, if they lift the trophy tonight, check his Instagram. That's a new post.
Oh yeah,
He only posts trophies.
He only posts
He only
trophies.
posts
Yeah.
trophies.
Yeah. Well, it shows how hard he's working. He doesn't really have time to.
Yeah, so every single post is a trophy, by the way. So start counting.
Either way, that was.
Tunggu second game jap pula.
There was a mistake coming in from Cambodia.
3-0 boleh ni 3-0 kan.
Right, because they really wanted to end the game, and they had the siege, they had the Bruno, right? But it's just Team Malaysia just biding their time, goes in, turn things around. That might be a better call, just to back up a bit, you know, restructure how we're gonna approach the ending, because that's really how Malaysia truly came back into the game.
It's like you've already gotten the base, right? The whole base is barren. You could take control of the map, but I agree, it was a bit forced. It took so long that not only did, you know, Lodiao and Momo cleared out the wave, but their ultimates came back up. They started re-engaging onto Cambodia. So I agree with that. Definitely a bit of a forced one. There are definitely better ways. I think when you have a win angle, maybe it starts really getting into your head. You feel like that is going to be it. And unfortunately, it got turned around. But I gotta say, if they picked up Yums in that bottom lane, maybe we would have been still in game number 1. So either way, Cambodia and Malaysia have given us a great opener in the grand finals, and I bet we got a long night ahead of us. It's still young. The night is still young.
Yeah, and in this case, I kind of don't want to think that much. I just want to shut down my brain.
I just want good games.
And then just enjoy.
Guys, bantu sikit share stream ni guys.
I can't, like, it's hard to blame Cambodia for forcing that one, because the string of events that happened leading towards clearing out all the
Tekan like sikit guys.
inside the base, they were winning team fight over team fight over team.
Boleh kan tekan like kan.
Malaysia tried to kill them and was not successful for that 2 to 3 times.
Yep.
And having one successful blowout, and then they started to take
Ini pun boleh tap screen lah mat. Tap screen sikit guys.
Considering that they've won the past 2 to 3 engages.
And this is where we circle back to the question that we have been debating a couple of times on broadcast. Which one is easier to recover from? A 5-minute stomp or a 20-minute comeback by an opponent with no inhibitors? Clearly, we have the answer right in front of us. And now it's down to the mental game. We're looking for Team Cambodia to bounce back.
and I think they can. I really think they can, because that is an eye opener. Because for both teams, they've been having quite a smooth run all the way to the grand finals. This is where finally both are seeing like, okay, now
Berapa nak habis ni man? Aduh, esok kerja ni.
challenge at this point. Now you see they're like, okay,
Yeah,
they went from this to this.
it's like, wow, now we're in the correct weight class, you know, and no one's tapping out.
Yeah,
no one's tapping out. We are running at the clock in every single round.
So, anyways, like for moments like this, I think one of the hardest roles is, funnily enough, not the players, but more on the coach.
Yes.
Like after watching that game, now you gotta think back. It's like, okay, hold on. Do we stick with the strategy? Do we change? Do we have to have a different ban? Do we need to change priority of what should be picked? Because in my head, both had amazing drafts. They don't really have to change that much. But at the same time, you always have that in the back of your head, like, if it wasn't for that one hero, we could have won. Or that one hero almost made us lost.
Dangerous grass again. we're getting so much dangerous grass, man. What is this? So there's 25% for every single map, and we keep getting dangerous grass. What does that mean?
It means that we are promoting to the rest of the world, in order to make more oxygen, make more grass.
So funnily
Touch
enough,
grass.
there is this attempt to invent, I wouldn't say a technology, but to invent a product that is called the greenhouse helmet.
Okay.
Right? So as the name suggests, it's a helmet that you wear.
That is green.
Yeah, when you do sports, like you go out and jog or something, right? And then there's plants inside that cycle, that recycles.
There's plants inside the helmet?
Yeah, so it's like wearing a mini greenhouse to recycle the carbon dioxide into oxygen.
Okay, second game, let's start guys.
There are not going to be enough plants inside the helmet for you to
Gatot,
wear.
Fanny, ban yang sama. Lepas tu Shanshin sekejap kita ban.
Like if they talk to Belleric, I'm sure they can figure something out.
Look, humans have very cool ideas, cool concepts. It might not be practical, but you gotta admit it was pretty cool.
Speaking of cool, we're jumping into the draft. This is cool. Now, we're starting out the draft here looking like the same set of bands, and honestly the same size. But this time, Malaysia's like, okay, you know what, Hoppy, you won.
Iesf ban
And we agree, we're taking
Sebab Iesf tu
that
kacau lah.
was a bit too much.
Yeah, it's like, alright, this year was a problem, right? Like, we made
Aku rasa dia ban Chow lah sekejap lagi.
but he's still causing us a lot of headache.
Shanshin lah. Dia lepas dia Chow.
Cambodia, I'm looking for a potential change too. They did ban the Eastern Shin in game 1, and they're gonna do it again. No
Tu ban
bias.
lagi Shanshin kan. Dia takut kan.
Do they still ban out the Boxia here, or are they gonna trade by giving over a Boxia and then maybe pick up something like the CC? I mean, Malaysia, they have played the CC not too often, but considering that a possibility of a Phobia's gonna be brought out, I think they're thinking of that idea, like at least considering it.
What if it doesn't matter what Cambodia picks, Malaysia still takes a Cho? Unless Cambodia goes Cho first pick,
Now that would be spicy.
that would be spicy. It's a direct response, a direct challenge. But I would be sticking with a Boxer. Oh, it depends on Zusin. Okay.
Maybe they're thinking these are Oppe's comfort, and maybe try to just make him feel less comfortable.
It could be Lancelot again for Detective. I wouldn't blame him, because Detective had a brilliant game on Lancelot. He was out of this world.
So is it gonna be Cho Kimi here? It worked game number 1.
What about
Lancelot dekat ada pick.
What about Kalia?
Kalia
I
open.
heard about Kalia.
Kalia can't build BOD.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Kalia BOD
In Chunxiang.
The true power of the Tsunami RKO is if it one-shots you.
Exactly. It's not a true RKO if you survive.
Yeah, it's not a true RKO if you don't break the spine of your enemies. And in this case, maybe the Lancelot. I watched WWE growing up, and that was a lie because I never watched it.
Well, this time they go for the Hilda.
Dengan Kimi. Okay, dia lepaskan lagi Kimi.
The Kimi. I mean, this Hilda has mostly been used by Momo, but Yunes has used it before as well. So this is is a flex, and at the same time, maybe Yunus was discussing with his team. He's like, I already got one highlight. I'm good.
Yunus telling his team that, coach, trust. They're gonna show here. Now be ready. If all else fails, just give it to Momo, right? Momo's like, yes, yes, you.
Yes.
Yes, you.
Whatever you want. You want me to pick up? Yeah, whatever.
What if like Momo has been requesting, coach, can I finally play Arlet? Coach was like, no. Yes, coach.
Pelapuk sana pula. Granger.
Around here,
We know for
Cambodia, before the Granger gets banned, picks up the Granger
Yep.
and gets the Lapu.
Well, we know for a fact that we won't see Momo Lapu here.
But again, this Hilda is pretty flex. Maybe Malaysia can just pick up their jungler here and just keep the Hilda mystery all the way through.
Not only that, we saw how the Bruno Iesf was quite a headache for the Xbox to deal with. You know, he doesn't get his way, right? He doesn't get to walk in front of you and just spit flames. Ranger does the same thing.
Yep.
You hold him at an arm's length. He walks forward, you Rhapsody him. He tries to burn you with fire stick, pull you back, you Rondo out. So Hayabusa will be the pick, so not much changes on Malaysia.
Hayabusa, yeah.
I think they will consider, last pick for Loliel. If it looks like an okay game, he might consider going for that either Marksman or the Harif, or maybe even the Lunox, because we still have to remember one of Loliel's signature pick is actually that Harif. If it does seem like a good Harif game, then maybe they will go for that. Because in terms of the banning of the Eve as well as Jushin, I think that's already giving the opportunity in case Loliel wants something like a Harif or a Claude.
I would like that, right? I mean, Loliel has some pocket pick too. That's a Kalea ban by Malaysia.
So maybe a Cho follow up.
Ruby is also one. At least we know there's no Phobius for the side of Cambodia. Esmeralda banned out. Why does every game I feel like Export is a good pick even though they are
Dia macam band hero sama je Cambodia.
What have we not seen him? I mean, Lunox is always an option, right? We talk about this.
Yep.
Even though there's already Kimmy there, Lunox doesn't feel exactly the most important option, but if all else fails and you need someone that blows through tanks, so is there. It's one of Loliel's signature too.
I think they are considering whether they do want to ban out the Cho, or maybe see something crazy like a Hellcurt. It has been banned out before.
Yes, on dangerous grass too. Cho
Dia
ban.
ban Chow.
I think it's the safer approach as well. The Ruby ban.
Ruby ban.
So at this point, the Hilda will
Marksmana, ambil Marksmana.
expose where she's going unless they pick up a gold laner here, and specifically
Nak explore lagi boleh je kalau nak explore lagi.
interest
Tapi itulah.
to show it a little bit early.
Boleh.
Don't know what the mid is going to be because the Farsa is still open. The Valentina is open as well. So
Yep.
I feel like picking up an export can be countered by the Valentina. Picking up something like a Harif might be annoying going up against the Farsa.
Unless if you want to commit to double fighters, there's a CC available.
Oh yeah, true.
Yep, that's one approach to it if you really want to hide it. But either way, they do have that last pick, and it's Cambodia's choice to go for first pick again in game 2. So it is going to be the CC for Team Malaysia. I feel like that's a Loliel CC. Look at his smile. Look at my best goal laner in WEC.
So what is Cambodia going to pick here?
Cici betul juga tu Cici.
But almost every single person from Malaysia
Betul juga tu Cici tu.
countered
Cici
by
golem pun
Farsa.
sedap juga.
Selena will
Or
be pretty
Lunox.
good. I think Lunox is the safest because you need some way to deal with the Hilda, and the Hilda does counter the Granger quite a bit.
Badang
And the
Padang dengan
Farsa
pasar.
as well. So they will be trying to burst things out.
Okay. Keeping it simple, you know.
But they still have to be careful of this Hilda because the Hilda, if she's tanky enough, she'll stand directly in front of the Granger, and then the damage will just not be there.
I mean, there's a world where you send the Hilda to the XP lane too, right? And then you
Yes.
pick up a roamer here. Or you put CC XP and then you pick up like another gold laner.
Like a Claude.
Like a Claude.
Ni kalau Atlas tak boleh ke Atlas? Elzar tu biar EXP kan. Macam sedap je. Hellcurt. Hellcurt Roam. Gila Hellcurt Roam
It is drafting things up.
Lain macam lah you malam Eh Eh,
Because something was
Hellcat
wrong with Hellcat. I just
ESP.
don't know which team. It looks like Malaysia is gonna pick it up.
It must be the
Momo
night
main
team.
Hellcat.
Yeah, yeah.
Hellcat
Dark Knight
ESP.
Falls.
Betul ke
Both
ni?
look good.
So this is gonna be
Macam mana nak lawan pelapu tu?
another damage roam for Humes then.
Well, he's the one having the most fun. I guess.
Room kan?
Coach
Hellcat
Army
room.
defense.
Momo main Hilda.
And I guess the last
Pasal
piece
dia.
of Momo
Tadi
was like,
tak tunjuk habis kan?
whatever.
Momo's okay with it. Don't worry.
He's just happy to be here.
Yeah.
Ah.
Wait a minute.
Ha, betul lah kata.
Wait.
Hellcat ESP tau.
Wait a minute.
Is this really Helker EXP?
What did
Ha.
Momo tell coach?
Lain macam lah.
Humes is gonna have fun.
Or maybe coach was like, Momo play Hellcat. Momo was like, yes,
Yes,
sir.
yes.
I've never played it, but yes. Never
Hold
say
on.
no.
Let's check it out. Is
Weh, lain macam draft malam ni. Diorang test draft ke apa?
Oh my
It
goodness.
is. Oh my god.
All right, we got a
What?
game on our hands.
What?
That could be the most genius pick. It is the most genius pick. I
Okay,
gotta be
no.
straight. I'm sorry, Momo.
Genius or not genius depends on win or lose. You know how the internet
Genius
works.
is very subjective. If it works, you're a genius. If you lose, you're crazy.
Well, don't play rank tonight, right?
Don't play rank.
No. Just for your own
Huh.
sanity.
I've been avoiding rank for.
Jangan main rank.
Well,
Wow.
Boxy taking just a bit of damage here.
Ada lah nanti tu.
It's onto Oppie, taking quite a bit of damage from Humes. Stormy
Mesti ada lah bocah-bocah ni. Sekejap lagi.
It's actually doing quite a lot of damage onto Wadu.
Wait, one more stinger.
Weh.
Oh!
Ui. Ui.
What?
Weh.
Yo, Momo,
That's our boy.
Momo and Lolia keeps getting first blood 1v1. What is going on with the side lane?
ESP Hellcat eh.
Build up, and I'm like, that stinger is gonna kill Adu.
Yo, avoid rank for tonight, cause
Do not play rank.
Helker EXP, man.
Habis lah lepas ni. Ramai main Hellcat
Well,
ESP.
I'm vindicated. The Hellcat is now a thing. Rule number 1, never fight him like that. And Wadu learned it the hard way. Stormy gets bailed out by Yumes.
I mean, I'm sorry.
Round 2,
Oh, that's
Wadu's
a lot
dead.
of damage.
Sakit tu.
Wadu's dead. Good
Oh.
night.
I'm sorry.
Macam tu je dah pelapu kena eh.
Something new. This is something fresh.
Look at Momo, he's nonchalant. Look at his face.
Yeah.
He's like, just another day.
It's like, so this is what this button does.
Wow, I get to kill people
Oh.
in game.
Look at Boxy.
Oh, and you check bush. Oh my goodness. Oh, Boxy. Oh boy.
That was okay. So Momo saw Boxy going in. He didn't see Momo. Probably was concealed there. Lolio, saying, probably thinking now he has to show up too, considering Momo is doing quite a bit.
Oh, Wadu.
Nampak tu. Lampu-lampu tak boleh buat apa kan.
Okay, talk about denying a farm.
Oh
And
no.
Asakai's is there.
Allah.
See Wadu gets the kill.
Dia kena stun pula.
That makes the most sense. Never
Nampak
mind.
oh Momo.
Never mind. Momo doesn't care. And they got off him in. Can they
Momo.
kill Momo? Yep, they can.
Oh, shut down Momo. Tak shut down.
Important shutdown
Oh,
in
okay.
melee, but damage has still been done to Wadu.
Momo, like,
By the way, it's not a show match, right?
Yeah,
If
yeah.
anyone wondering, no, they're actually playing for a trophy.
no.
Okay?
Here's the thing. We've been setting out how Momo is just good boy, good soldier. Okay, coach, whatever you say, I'm gonna use it. Like these are the games that really convinces us of that. But now let's talk about Cambodia, right? We're excited enough about the Hellcat, but now we got to talk about what Cambodia has to do.
Map banyak semak pula. Sedap lah Hellcat.
A burst coming in from Lancelot, the far
Aku
side.
rasa habis ada sistem.
Ranger, and now
Main
Yuki
ni.
gets hot.
Should go down. Offie pulled back by the traction pulse. So guys, a bit more careful this time because Boxy is around.
Ramai lah ada sistem main Hellcat XP kan.
Malaysia seems good, but it's all about the conversion,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Cambodia are not by any means far behind. I feel like there's a timer for Momo.
Honestly, it's a timing for Team Malaysia because we did see how dangerous it can be when a Farsa as well as Granger is giving a lot of space.
Nampak dia orang masuk macam mana?
Boxy, not able to get out of that. They're gonna jump onto Momo. Wadu wants revenge, and Momo says, "Hasta la
Tiga,
vista." And Wadu keeps on fighting. He has to flicker away.
Momo.
Feather edge
Momo.
from the Sakai.
Tup.
Check it.
Hilang.
But Momo fights off.
Momo.
He can't see no
Momo.
shadows. Momo.
Momo.
Finally ends up going down, but Detective now needs to wait out.
Oh, mampus.
On top of him, that's a shutdown.
Dude,
Gila lah Momo. Well played tu Momo.
They start to settle down. They're like, it's just a Hellkurt, big whoop. We got to fight back. And Detective 3-1 and 0. It's unfortunate that he gave a shot on goal, but it is over to Yums. Still dangerous because you're making this roamer much tankier. But now look at this. The turtle is gonna get contested.
You pun 2 kill.
Guys has to be careful.
Momo can turn on the lights whenever he wants to. The land taker only lands on the one, but Sakai still
Dapat
on the retribution. It doesn't really matter. Cambodia expended some resources. Malaysia still get the objective.
All the while, the gold laners, they've been farming up. Lolio does have the war axe. And Zing, free farming, no disruption at all. And
Yum.
gets caught.
Yum.
The detective, can he get a kill?
Ah.
Yums.
Masa gelap semua hilang ah. Semua takut.
He's gonna be able to transition into a roamer, and that Dark Knight Falls will probably be a nuisance for Cambodia. Sky Piercer out for Jing, tied down by the current call. And you know they're
Zup.
really bound. Here comes
Oh tak kena.
on the Boxy. Boxy will have to give his life up.
At this point, I want to know
Dia nak
what
tangkap
the situation
Ranger
is,
ni.
because I did not thought a level 2 Hellkurt can deal that well in the lane, and now Feder as
Come on.
Momo gets taken down. Lolio trying to jump around, saving himself from Zing as well as Oppi. Oppi making sure that he doesn't get away, gets stunned up, and Oppi
Alamak.
secures the kill.
And Cambodia have weathered the storm.
Stormy. Speaking of, okay, looks like Stormy was found out by Zing.
Yeah, Cambodia have weathered the storm for sure. All that advantage, aggression and Malaysia
Dapat bah.
on has been quelled. And now we get an even game. And I dare say it's in favor of Cambodia a bit more than it is for Malaysia because of the pick.
Yeah. Because at one point, the Farsa as well as the Granger will make it... Actually, this is basically a battle of interaction. Because if Malaysia gets on top of Oppi and Zing first, Malaysia wins. If Zing and Oppi is free hitting, then Malaysia will be bound to lose. So,
yeah.
Honestly, Malaysia win or lose is based on Momo and Sakai, because naturally these two will have the best access point to actually get to the back line.
Not only that, when you jump someone with the Hellkurt, that miss you create, it disoriented them for a little bit. And that could be the difference between life and death. Stormy forced away from the fight. Momo, able to chunk Wadu out. He turns off the light. Yum still gets stunned up. Can't get away this time. He boxes around. Momo
Detik siapa? Pasar. Weh, tak dapat pasar.
Good footwork there. Momo and Yum ends up going down. Shadow kill not doing enough from Sakai. 3 dead for Malaysia.
Yeah, now looks like they're able to deal with the Hellkurt, and Boxy able to get
Woi.
and Zing gets the kill. Right now, Cambodia, they are in the lead in terms of kill as well as gold. And now they're gonna extend it by getting this turtle. Malaysia looks like the surprise factor has run out, and Cambodia are back in the driver's seat.
100%. This Badang is starting to be a problem, and Wadu, he's done with taking the brunt of damage. He is now online. He is able to make plays. Where does Momo go from here? Because damage is the only way. Maybe this is the way back in. Do they have enough though? Oh, the thorn rolls. You could not have asked for worse timing. At least for Malaysia.
That's instinct, man. That's why he's the detective.
He knows. He sees the paper trails. The breadcrumbs left.
He's like, it's quiet. Too quiet.
Oh, does he know this?
Oh, he knows.
Okay, he knows.
Detective has spider sense. He can smell the dangerous grass. I don't know, man.
I feel like the Neo B skin was made for Detective. You know, Detective Fredrin on the case.
Maybe. Fadeaways right now, Cambodia with almost 2,000 goal lead. You can hear the silence now in the crowd, because now it is game Cambodia and Malaysia. This is like game number 1. They make sure that each team is gonna adjust the scales. Boxy finds Humes, but unable to catch him.
Yeah, the game has truly begun. Took us a while to get here. Momo, doesn't want to go for the push. The top tier ones should still stay up as Wadu and Jing arrive, and they are making sure to check every nook and cranny in case there is a pesky Hellkurt staying in the bush.
Diorang tak jalan seorang-seorang lah.
I mean, as much as, you know, you're gonna have Winds of Nature or some defensive items, you can still get one-shotted.
So first item for Momo is going to be that Blade of Heptases. Sakai's does have the Malefic Roar.
They see Boxy.
And they don't see Loliel though. Sakai's gets onto Oppi.
Oh, Oppi.
Weh, tak mati.
Into the bush, but Loliel,
Mati.
sure that it doesn't matter. The lights get turned off. Here comes Momo.
Ah, hilang.
Momo now
Momo. Hilang rata.
But is it worth it? Because Malaysia are showing strength and composure in this fight. A shutdown for Lodiel.
And that's a wipeout. Malaysia has taken down Cambodia, and it all started with Sakai able to get the shadow directly onto Api and dealing the most amount of damage, forcing out that flicker. Lolia following up, and this is what we like to see, where the teams are outplaying each other by their positioning and basically always being there around their own teammates. No one is getting caught by Cambodia or Malaysia. Whenever someone is getting taken down, the follow-up is always there.
It was a minor lapse of judgment.
Dapat tahu atas.
Guys to just turn around and stick the shadow onto him. Because Api was taken out of the fight pretty early. Cross the flicker out of Yums, including the Dark Knight Falls. Oh, Momo is hunting for a prey. Detective will force him away. Another feather airstrike.
Tak mati kan?
As Boxy barely gets bailed out. Lolia, does he want to continue this?
Weh, nulis. Nulis. Oh, gila. Weh, seram aku tengok gameplay diorang ni. Paling gempak memang Momo ah. Momo paling gempak. LK Iesf man. Jom.
Almost found detective. They commit onto a detective. Needs the target. Able to somehow get out of harm's way because that looked pretty scary. Feather airstrike committed. Flicker forward, but it's just not enough. Stormy is already out of range.
Momo, jangan-jangan kan Momo pakai macam ni. Momo dia enjoy lah main game ni.
I guess Momo has been waiting for this pick for a while because rarely do we see Momo using the emotes,
Yeah.
The recalls.
Look at this.
Biasa Momo tak ada macam ni.
Makes me pushing incredibly hard too.
Momo sekarang dah ni lah. Dia dah liar lah Momo sekarang.
Grasp for things. It's a headache for Cambodia. They'll have to stick together. Loliao easily maneuvers around that. Stormy sees Boxy, and now Boxy's out of position. So guys, straight to the back line. Great stun. And that's what Cambodia needs. Momo to the back.
Woo! Woo!
Momo turns on the lights.
Allahu Akbar. Allah.
Loliao now has to somehow disengage. Jums, is there a way to bail Loliao out? He misses the hop. Loliao with the current call stops himself from going down.
Yes, Nulis.
Used by Loliao continues to run. Boxy and Wadu on him. Wadu hops in with the bravest fighter and the raging slash.
Ah, dapat lagi.
Escape again.
I don't know how he did it, but right now Cambodia, they're able to take the mid tier 2. And right now, Detective, man, you gotta look at this guy. His last line, game number 1, was game-changing. Game number 2 here is game-changing as well. As impressive as the burst coming in from Momo, we gotta talk about how Detective is dancing around the battlefield, dealing damage safely.
Yes.
Ada lot.
He is in the middle of everything and dodging
Oh,
everything
dekat
at the
lot
same
lah.
time.
And not only that, it hinges on Momo whether he is able to at least take out one core from Cambodia. Because if Jing was still alive in that fight, that could have 100% been a team wipe in favor of Cambodia. So Momo play a very big role as well. That fraction of a second when the lights get turned off, thanks to the Hellcurt, is the window that Malaysia has to skew the odds in their favor.
Now, I can't believe it's only been 13 minutes.
Which felt pretty...
With all the action
Split
that's
push
been
tu.
done, I thought this
Tengok
was gonna be a
split
longer
push.
game.
Dia pancing lot, Hellcat split push.
It looks like Cambodia's first on the scene.
Yung
Take a
flank.
look and they respond 'cause Cambodia
Nampak
didn't
ke dapat
get
lot ni?
down.
They're trying to stop Sakai. Sakai's into the shadow.
Oi, tak dapat.
This time is Jing. Great secure, but they got detective.
Jangan bagi je balik, jangan bagi je balik, jangan bagi je balik.
Fast out of it.
Oh, look at Momo though. He's trying to go for a push.
Woo!
They're trying to stop
Yum!
Gets
Yum!
Poppy.
Oh!
Surprised by Zin. But look at the guys.
Momo, he got the bot inhibitor. He was split pushing the entire time. It's still a win for Malaysia by the end of it. Would have been nice if Yoon found offbeat, but Jing bailed his teammates out. But still, this lord is a net negative. Momo can clear the bottom wave, and the rest of Malaysia can deal with this objective mid.
And they gotta be careful. Sakai's is coming in from the
Dia
forest.
sia lock kau.
Recalling Sakai sees it, unable to get a shadow inside of any member from Cambodia. I feel like the biggest win from Malaysia was actually taking down Detective. Getting the shutdown gold is going to be huge for the team. But we know that Cambodia can come back from this because in terms of the objectives, they still have 2 inhibitors and 1 good team fight. And I feel like Cambodia can take the tier 2s, and that's going to put a lot of gold onto them. And this is a good time for you guys to check Momo's item. A lot of bursts, but having that Demon Hunter sword as well, making it so that the Deadly Stinger deals additional true damage as well.
The rapid boost.
You tu macam nak buat damage juga.
See Boxy now.
Hehe.
Boxy will take the push beside the pin. He's gonna run into Yums eventually, so again the positioning from Malaysia still on the point. Immortality for the Hilda. Now tension will rise. Boxy. That can kill instantly.
Nice.
Found by Yums. Nothing much that he can do, even though it's a good attempt. The guy is looking for Jing.
Oh, they won. Guys, jangan mati guys. Bawa. Mini masuk bawah.
Keep stopping Sakai's time and time again. But that was a clutch win of nature coming in from Zing. But for about 180 seconds, it won't be there. So by the time the Lord is up, he won't have it for quite a while.
Momo's gonna see Detective. Oh, Momo. Not able to find a kill, but enough. The lights are on. Momo back into the bush. The 3-man landshaker from side of Wadu. They take out Loli out, and that is crucial. But Jing traces life for a Detective now in the fight.
Allah Momo.
He finds the kill, but they lose Momo. 2 for 1 in favor of Cambodia.
Yep. Wadu right now, 5-5-5, but he's making it so that Malaysia can't really clump up when they're trying to deal damage onto Cambodia because he deals it back. And just like Momo in game number 1, he's basically the tank here. He's going to be the one taking aggro, going to be the one baiting out, and then Boxy will, as his name, box them in. So Cambodia and Malaysia, they're on even foot. Stormy has to flicker out. Boxy is able to push him toward the wall. But by all means, Stormy is still safe.
That's a bad position for Cambodia to be in. They have to get out from here. Traction pulse is charged up. Wadu is still only getting whittled down. Sakai is
Sakit kimi tu bau.
stuck on. Here comes the shadows.
Oi, dia pergi sana pula.
Sakai now Kwa shadows. Finds on the base. Stormy supports him.
Oh, look at Detective.
Gone. Detective. That's finally our can. Detective. Can he get out from there? Detective doesn't get out. Momo safe again.
Wow. Rata ni.
That was a dangerous attempt from Zing. He already saw the members of Malaysia, but he walked into that bush. Sakai gets onto Abi.
Oh, sampai dalam sekali tu.
Side of the base. And now with the minion wave coming in, Boxy trying to protect that. Look at Abi!
Abi can't really do too much. Malaysia, one step closer to glory. As a final wipeout on Team Cambodia, they strike, and 2-0 now for Malaysia.
Match.
Hellcat Iesf. Gila. Tak pernah dibuat orang tu. Lain macam lah Coach Arcadia ni.
Match results, man. You gotta tune in. You gotta look at this match. Game 1, game 2. It's making everyone sweat.
Oh man, that Hellcat XP lane. If
Who's the mad genius behind it?
I mean, if we want to pick it, remember, dangerous grass only. Alright, not broken walls, not expanding rivers, dangerous grass.
I mean, you say that, but do you think people really care?
Dia memang apa?
Let's be real.
Menggunakan map tu betul-betul lah.
Like a
Kan?
expanding rivers and
Dapat yang grass banyak tu boleh ambil Hellcat EXP.
There's bushes.
yeah. But let's calm down because here's the thing. That this series is exciting with all this crazy development going on, but Momo level 2? I did not know level 2 a Hellcat can take on a Lapu Lapu. Now, talk about being a trendsetter.
Yeah, you can, because Deadly Stingers, right? We were watching the counter build up. Momo calls for regang after that. Wadu was stuck at level 3 for the longest time ever, but Cambodia, they did have a good recovery. We saw the adjustments where Wadu called for Boxy to help. They got the guys in return when the third gang came through. It did take some effort, some fine outstanding from Cambodia. But if not for these adjustments, we wouldn't have had a close to 18-minute game. We wouldn't have had it so close where Detective was about to carry the game again. But I gotta say, man, whoever thought of that pick deserves a medal. A cookie at least.
A cookie and a medal is a pretty far from each other. But either way, I'm gonna sing Cambodia's praises here because Detective,
Tengok tu Momo.
Wadu,
Damage dia bukanlah
Wadu
paling tinggi.
basically being shafted in lane,
Eh.
he recovered and he provided a lot for the team.
Kimi paling
Like,
tinggi. Dia nombor 2 lah.
I
Dua
didn't
tinggi ni,
understand
bhai.
everyone, like,
LK
showing
ESP,
this
mat.
They came up with this Hellcat. They've been hiding this the entire time. But now I want Cambodia to win so that we can see what else is there.
Yeah. Just to give context.
Aduh lah
right?
coach
We
akan dia.
won, our motherland, our home country to win, but we want more games, right? Make it exciting,
When the games are like that, when Detective has the highest goal and dealt the most damage, even though they lost, you know that his Lancelot. Now, his Lancelot is insane. I have no idea.
Lepas ni kalau ambil Lancelot kita tak tahu lah. Tak tahu Lancelot tak boleh nak menang kan. Jangan ambil Lancelot lah. Tukarlah road lain. Bagi Sky main Lancelot tengok.
Two times in a row, right?
I think reluctantly, actually, they were like, please pick up Cho first.
It's like, I guess we don't have a choice,
It's like, come on, give me the Lancelot. He's a bit too good.
Look, if we get dangerous grass, do you think Hellcat will get banned?
15 assist Stormy MVP pula tu.
Sorry, I'm drinking water, but yeah, Stormy, my boy.
Kenapa bukan? Aduh, Momo pun padu kat ni.
And
Yeah.
dealing consistent amount of damage, but the only reason Momo is not an MVP is because the KDA is abysmal, but the damage is pretty good. And I would say if Cambodia won this one, it would be an easy Detective MVP.
Oh yes, 100%. Without a shadow of doubt that beyond the scoreboard, the matches were as close as it could get. Sometimes the tension is so high, you could hear a pin drop in the arena. Even the highlight reels.
Lapu-lapu kena bully, mat. Ha.
Absolutely skewering Wadu in the early game. The recap
Pakai
as
flicker
well. Wadu just could not catch a break.
Lalu pakai Batrify.
We did see adjustments. Boxy being called in, and this catch on the Sakai's was sort of the tempo stopper. They put a cork on the bottle and made sure that Malaysia doesn't get to run away with too much, and that's sort of how they stabilize the game.
I need you to help me, Husky.
Yeah.
Because I'm tempted. I'm very like I play Rome, but I'm like, can you give me XP once?
Yes, 100% yes.
Yeah. Either way, I wonder if the idea for Malaysia is that Sakai's job, almost exclusively this entire tournament, is to take down the mid laner, right? They ban on the Eve, they ban on the Jushin. Maybe after seeing how OP plays, especially on that Eve, that kind of shuts down what Malaysia wants to do, which is take down the mid. Because that has been proven that OP is kind of like Detective in a way that he stabilizes the team.
Yeah.
So moving forward, maybe Malaysia will keep batting out this Eve and Jushin. So Cambodia needs to figure out what they want to give to Api. Because his Sparta is good. It's really good.
Yeah.
But Sakai's will find a way to get on top of it.
I mean, I gotta say, Boxy and Alpi this game, they have bailed their teammates out so many times. But the
that was
aggressors
one
for
big
Malaysia.
mistake though.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Kita tunggu game 3. Aku harap 3-0 lah. Cepat sikit habis. 10.30 dah ni, Mat.
Walks up to that bush. Like yes, there could be a case where they were low enough and you can get multiple kills, but that was very dangerous considering a Hayabusa, a Kimi, a Hellcat. He should not have gone up on that bush when he has knowledge of the people there.
Yeah, the stakes were too high, and this kind of goes back to
this game, man.
These are high octane moments, right? We did say that when the odds are that high, when the pressure starts building up, you really get to see who cracks first, right? Who starts tunnel visioning, who starts losing focus, and it's just like game 1. It wasn't anything that that Cambodia dropped. It's like not that they dropped the ball from the early game, but it came down to one moment. Game 1 was a forced siege, and game 2 was just a bit of a lapse of judgment. Helkert.
Yeah, like as Wadu is like, I fought multiple fighters before. They should be fine.
But I've never fought Helkert in the XP lane.
Yeah, so it was a bit of a surprise. So you know what?
I would be like, hey, well played to them. They
like,
almost got him though.
I feel like because of WEC, Momo and Lolios will start to have their own fan base at this point.
You're telling me they don't have fans? No way.
I mean, like, here's the thing. In Malaysia, they really just gravitate towards the one that's been winning a lot. And Momo has won a lot with MV, but I feel like after those, they're like, okay, I like the teams, but now I like you especially.
Yeah. Tell that to Loliao too, right? He had a rough year.
Yes, rough year.
Yeah.
A few years, actually, yeah.
Yeah, a few years, right? I mean, 2023 was not too bad, but 24 and 25 has been extremely rough. Hey, he survived relegation by changing team. But still, he has been one of the gems, right? He's one of the few that, you know, lifted the trophy in Rio last year. That's why we got him again. They got him again, not me, but they.
It's okay, I was there. Anyways, what does Cambodia have to do now?
I don't know.
No, because they've been quite close, and
yeah.
And the problem is, I think what's going into their mind is, do we want to trade this Yisun ban for a Haya ban? Because Yisun is strong, and the early game when Sakai says that Yisun is dangerous, but at least he doesn't get to jump onto Oppie.
I agree. I think that's one approach, right? That's one approach.
That's at least being considered.
Yeah. You have to take first pick though. Then you can hide the Yisun pick until the very last. I think. Actually, it really doesn't matter.
No, I feel like just ban out the Fanny and ban out the Gatot, and then maybe ban the Hayabusa and still get the Lancelot first pick. Because if Detective is playing like that, I do not want to get him on any other hero.
Yeah.
And then just let Sakai pick up the Yisun and then just try to fight the Yisun instead. Because I think the biggest problem is just that if OP basically just survives the entire team fight, I think they will have more than enough damage, right? To burst down the Kimmy, maybe even burst down the Helkert even faster. So I don't know. At least you gotta consider that.
It does start getting into your head when, you know, these ways that you've been executing and has been working well just fall short of one crucial moment. It does start to wear you out. You did say that you are very confident they can bounce back. We saw them bounce back after a horrendous start to game 2, but now you're put in the same spot again. A long game where you're going toe-to-toe, and it's just one instant, a fraction of a second, a lapse of judgment, a dangerous grass again.
Okay, so
all right,
this feels rigged.
Why? What? Okay, this is like what, the 7th time?
You know what? I think this is God's way. Like maybe Momo has been praying. Let me
Dapat dangerous grass lagi
God's like, I will give you dangerous grass every single time. So the
Tiga-tiga
option
game
is there.
Ke wall
I
first
don't
game
know,
ke wall.
There's
Second
some
game dengan third game ni
dangerous
dangerous
grass.
grass.
And we've been hitting it 7 times today. My luck isn't that good. Malaysia now, first pick.
Already changing things up here. Husky not only is Malaysia first pick, but they ban out the Cho, and Cambodia themselves bans out the Lancelot. Okay.
This has to be a high OYSS pen, right? Do you want to take that challenge?
Do you think Cambodia is trying to get a Fanny? Because Fanny first pick is very dangerous, but second and third, not bad.
Could be too.
But it should.
I mean, depends on what they ban second too, right?
Because okay, so I would say they should consider banning out the Baxia, but Malaysia themselves ban out the Baxia. They ban out CC, and now I feel like they need to ban the Grok. Do not let Yums on that Grok.
Yeah.
And
there's a possibility of opening up the YSS and Hayabusa matchup too.
I wonder if Malaysia will ban the Eve here. Because OP is very strong.
I feel like it's very worth considering. Yeah, I think you open both YSS and Hayabusa and you ban the Heath here. It does make a lot of sense. So you're not short of junglers, but you also get to force a Grok ban.
I wonder like I really feel like Eve is good. This is where the point where you see a Gatot ban, maybe even another assassin ban, so that you have exclusivity on that pick.
Yep.
But yes, they ban out that Eve. Gotta respect Oppie on that pick. Cambodia, they have options. The Yushin is there, the Hayabusa is there, the Grok is
Ai,
there.
dia ban slot pula. Nak
Like,
bagi scam main
the
slot
problem
ke?
is if
Aduh.
you ban out the Grok, Malaysia can
Bagilah.
force pick that Gatot.
Guys,
So
tutorial
that's
main slot
also
macam mana?
an issue you gotta circumvent around.
Or you just open all of them and you ban something else. Right? You ban Lapu Lapu.
What's your command?
The Fanny. Fanny had to go,
Alright,
right? So the other four are open, sort of what we predicted. So no matter what Malaysia gets, Cambodia can respond with two of the prios and leave the last one for Malaysia.
So Malaysia should be picking up Grok here, and then Cambodia will third pick the Gatot.
Yep.
So they get priority on like a Haya,
Either
Or
Haya or
Yushin.
YSS,
Yeah.
right? It's like a YSS
Kimi.
or Haya +1.
and then maybe they'll pick up a Jushin or a Kimi.
There's also a Lapu available,
Yeah.
right? So the options are there for Cambodia. It's Malaysia, they have to be the one that kind of set the tone of what Cambodia is going to go for. But the fact that Cambodia is on red side,
Grok.
they will always have a good way of responding. So the Grok first pick goes to Malaysia.
I feel like they need to pick up a prio mid here, either a Jushin or a Kimi.
I want to say choosing Gatot. That's one way to approach it. Gatot Kimi is also
But
another way.
Gatot you can pick third. So
Yeah.
so maybe either Lapu plus Jushin or Kimi.
Yes.
Yuzong is there.
Shanshin,
Even
tak
Wadu
ambil
is feeling like it.
Shanshin
Lapu
open je.
Kimi doesn't sound too bad. If you don't really care
It
too
takes
much.
away Malaysia's picks.
Although I would say then you have to trade either your jungler or the Gatot, right? Priority now will have to switch a little bit. So these first two picks, I personally want a prio mid here.
Fight. Fight for the
So they go for the Hilda instead. Hilda
Kimi
as
lepas
well
sana,
as the Kimi.
dengan Hilda.
But the thing is, if Cambodia picks up the Gatot here, then you're showing where the Hilda is going.
Yeah. Again, you have to. It's a bit of give and take, right? You have to pick your poison. And for them, they feel okay not taking the Gatot. I mean, it plays true to the DNA. Can play fast. Has a flex pick there. Great pressure. Priority either way. Jushin Grok now is a possibility for Malaysia.
Yeah, Jushin Yushin Shin, Jushin Haya, even Jushin Lapu,
Oh yes.
right? Maybe
Shin, eh?
Sakai has more in his pocket, so he doesn't mind being chosen a bit later. And if they don't pick up the Lapu, you kind of have to be slightly worried about a Hellcurt appearing again.
Yeah. They take the YSS.
Shanshin.
For Sakai. Along with the Lapu Lapu.
Lapu
So the
Lapu.
mid lane, not a concern right now for Team Malaysia.
Yeah, Stormy even smiling. I wonder if he's just
Nana.
saying Nana. Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. Don't know if it will get picked because Stormy does have a pretty wide hero pool. We gotta remember Selena as well.
Yeah.
And the Hayabusa does get picked up here. So in terms of the bans, I wonder if they're gonna consider banning out Loliel or Stormy. The thing is, Loliel has shown less heroes
Saya
compared to
ada lock
Stormy.
ke?
So, X-Board,
He can still export no matter what.
Granger Hive, that route.
Saya bocor mat.
Jushin ban first. Just as sort of what we have been discussing so far, that has to go. I think.
I think just to be safe, if you want to ban out mid, consider Selena. You have the heal that can clear the traps, but
Yep.
at the same time, it could be scary.
Yeah, the Yuzong ban. So they're very. Again, we did say that sometimes you could manipulate certain heroes to get forced into the lane you want, right?
Exactly,
and in this
yeah.
case, they're trying to really clamp down on this Hilda pick to see if they can force this Hilda onto Boxy instead of Wadu. And limiting prio picks like Yuzong is a very, very good choice. Also protects the guys too. The Ruby is an option. Ruby, Esmeralda have been big bans in this grand final so far.
Payback.
Alright, they ban out the Farsa.
Okay.
So minimizing the amount of damage that the Stormy can put out, but throughout the tournament, he has used picks like the Lu Yi, the Nana, the Selena, and we know he has a pretty mean Novari as well. So there are a lot of options, but considering that he does have the Grok, I'm thinking he wants some kind of prio, so maybe prioritizing just a little bit more on that Selena.
I agree. I think no matter what, the Selena is a go angle to go towards. Just because you have that instant stop button, right? You get hit by a Selena arrow, it's guaranteed light stop, but not only that, you are not alone in terms of the setup. You have so many ways, and not to mention, Yi Senshin gives you vision. That split second with the Mountain Shocker goes off, that's enough for you to get info, and you get to redirect where you want your opponents to go with the Grok too. Saddest man really is starting to make it hard for this Hilda. Like Cambodia have a lot of thinking to do where this Hilda needs to go.
The Gatot is still open, so if they want to put Gatot in Rome and basically put Hilda on EXP, and I feel like it's still an okay matchup going up against Lapu.
It is, but the Gatot will suffer. We've seen how Team Malaysia handles the Gatot. With the Grok as well, it's gonna be tough. So they do go for the Esmeralda, which has been a hot commodity so far. Doesn't really reveal yet where this Hilda might go.
I wonder if Malaysia want to think about a Lunox here. A Lunox gold. Honestly, mid would be
Lunox
okay.
mid too, yeah. Or you could go for Granger, right?
Yeah.
Granger Selena. Some great long range artillery fire.
Yeah. A lot of siege between Yusun and Selena as well as the Granger, so...
They could go back for X-Borg and it would be good, honestly.
Not a lot of ways to deal with the X-Borg right now, but the Granger is still open in case Cambodia picks
What
it
about
up.
Ruby?
I think the Ruby is not bad. It can really protect the Yusun Shin.
Let's see, so they do go for the Ruby and the Lunox, so pretty much sort of within our predictions, the forecasting. What about the end? What about the end of the event with like a 70% prediction rate? The Terisla now of Cambodia. We have seen this before from Indonesia, courtesy of Iran, but this time it will be Wadu wielding the hammer.
The execution coming in from Cambodia has to be perfect here, because with the Lunox, there are ways to answer the front lines, the Esme, the Terisla, the Hilda. But again, Lunox have to target one at a time, so she can't deal with all of them. So maybe Cambodia, their idea is just to charge through. Someone has to be the black sheep, but then everyone else, you just
Lunox mid.
through and try to
Goal.
take as many people as you
Ruby
can.
Maybe the idea is just to power through the pain and use that to fuel
Goal X-Man.
the energy to potentially get to a game 4 and stay in this grand finals. Because Malaysia are one game away from a trophy lift. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to head into game number 3 of the grand finals at WEC here in Kuala Lumpur.
Malaysia menang lah cepat. Boleh aku tidur esok nak kerja mat.
Potentially the final match, because this is match point.
Jangan bagi 2 poin.
But there are
Terus
opportunities
menang
for
bersih 3-0
Cambodia to
terus.
come back here and extend this best of 5 all the way. And again, both junglers are starting on the same side of the map. But look at this, Api is already moving forward and looks like it's unable to threaten that. But Api, Boxy, as well as Detective, it looks like they want to, show a little bit of pressure here. Api even taking that golem, and Sakai's having to go straight for his beetle. Boxy,
Apa ramai-ramai kat sini?
Detective, they're being a nuisance.
Jom.
Yus will try to flicker away, but they're going to jump onto him. This is like a first blood angle.
Mati Yum.
Detective. Good secure, and the pressure is on for Cambodia. This is what we want to see.
Oh, they're upset.
Oh, they are.
They're angry. They're going straight into the jungle. They're like, you know what, Sakai's, you keep hitting onto Api. We got to make sure that you don't get a farm. And look at this. They're brute forcing all of this.
Habis tu dia kutik semua.
From Sakai's is not going to be having a good time here.
Yeah, because Lunox doesn't get to help you defend, right? She doesn't necessarily have the damage. Even if Sakai doesn't go down, as long as they can stall out his leveling and start getting objectives is good enough. You have a sandbag in the XP lane thanks to Wadu. So no cheeky ganks will come through, or at least it will be so much harder to pull off. And Boxy can keep doing this. You draw the attention of Stormy and Yums away. As the guys who need extra protection, I think Api might have gotten that.
But I'm loving that Cambodia has a lot of plans up their sleeve. They got plan A, B, and C. And so far, all of them are actually being executed quite well. Lilia going up against Zing here, but the turtle has spawned up top. And looks like Cambodia are first on the scene. And it doesn't look like Malaysia can really respond. Sakai's just going to prioritize getting the farm first. Look at that, Detective's already level 5. And Sakai's...
Dia dah level 5 mat. Apa?
They're going to come and try to again brute force to Team Malaysia.
Uish, ui.
Flicker, pull back. Boxy flickers the safe of damage coming in from the side of Cambodia.
Apa?
Use as well. Wadu in with the penalty zone. Lolia goes down. Wadu
Lolia.
Stormy gets flattened. Boxy gone up by Sakai. A trade from Team Malaysia. Now Momo to the rescue. Oppie with the Purify. Can't get away. Bails out Sakai.
Both teams showing incredible teamwork. All 5 members starting a fight at 2 minutes and 30. Wadu getting chased by Momo, and now
Weh, dia flicker.
dodging Yums on that tectonic charge. Cambodia starting things off with a 1,000 goal lead, and both teams already having big team fights in the early game.
All in all, very good stuff from Cambodia, but can Jing get out of this? Because it's either land shaker, Momo stuck around in the bottom lane to try and create an advantage.
Hilang
This, and he needs help, but help isn't coming anytime soon, so he's just gonna buy time as Momo picks up the kill.
And Yums, he should know that Boxy is there. Oppie as well as Boxy are doing an amazing job as this mid duo, stopping Team Malaysia from farming freely, moving around the map. Stormy taking quite a bit of damage, healing off of the minions. And now Team Malaysia, they're just trying their best to survive.
They box Boxy in, and he has no way.
Hilang.
East the boat in the face. Wadu tries to re-engage. They get a 2-man room, but Wadu now eats the land shaker. Can detect
Hilang.
Momo, good frames with the flicker. Sakai now
Guys.
gun from Oppie. Oppie cannot finish the job.
Weh. Yum. Yum, salah baca game. Salah baca game.
That looked a bit dicey.
Hey, he predicted he was jumping
Momo
inside.
pun gelak.
The crowd in front of us were like, "Oh my God, he missed it." That was a good attempt, respectable.
He
Salah baca game tadi. Salah pula. Dari internet ke?
predicting.
Yeah.
Sakai's doing an amazing job fighting as many farms as he can.
Can I just say that
Hold on.
Momo has been quite a big roamer. Another Purify out. The wall is there.
Oh. Tak ada lagi.
2 dead and 3 for Malaysia. Double kill for Sakai.
And up top, looks like Momo goes on to Wadu, trying to get his 1v1, but the Terizla is very, very tanky. Healing back up with the hammer. And all the while, Detective trying to get the buff. It looks like he's able to get it. Momo finds him there.
The wall.
Oh, the wall!
He has no
hits.
shadow.
Tak ada shadow ke?
Detective needs to get out. Wadu will bail him.
That was a very clutch wall. Maybe Yoon's like, hey, watch this, okay? That was just one bad charge. Everything else is going to be good.
Yeah, give it the Croc away. It's always a scary thing. It's a scary risk. So far, it hasn't paying off Cambodia. Mountain Shocker Vision granted to Sakai. Who wanted Detective to stagger him? Oh,
Hilang.
no way out, even with the shadows.
I mean, at this point, just a little bit speechless here. Oppie just waiting for Team Malaysia to charge in so that potentially he can fight back. Momo opening up the map.
Yeah.
Finds Wadu as well as Oppie should be able to clear the minions, no problem. All the while down bot, Zing is getting as much free farm as he can.
This Ruby is a problem.
Hilang.
Tectonic charge. Boxy is straight up gone.
This Grok, man, it's
What a recovery from a slow start for Sakai too.
every
Walaupun dia rusuh league game kan.
Grok play.
Rock level lah sama lah.
No wonder he keeps getting bad.
Yep. It's such an important game for Cambodia that led one of the most powerful picks through. It is a scary thing. Even Jing now forced to take farm in the top lane. Lowly out easily, just wheeze out of that.
Dia dah guna retry.
The turtle has been started up by Team Malaysia. It looks like we'll be able to get it. And now extending the lead. How the heck that Sakai still hasn't died? Oh, hold on, look at that!
They forced Oppie back and Wadu is still looking for a window. But
Woi, woi, gila-gila Momo.
Momo gives his life away. Wadu gets pulled back and now Tectonic.
Woi, rata ni.
Malaysia coming right through with 4.
Detective able to get away. But still an amazing engage coming in from Team Malaysia and Momo sacrificing himself for the team. That was an amazing setup. And now Malaysia 15 kills to Cambodia's 4. Detective is trying his very best to deal damage in the previous fight, but again, everyone's so clumped up. is just not enough. Looking at items here, he only has the Hunter Strike. Look at Sakai's. He was the one pressure, but now Hunter Strike, endless battle. But now Detective does have the War Axe. But still, in terms of items, Sakai's is in the lead.
Can I just also note out, Lavelle, that this is the biggest goal lead we've seen a single team have in the grand finals. Boxy just got solo kill by Sakai.
Kok lag.
Detective wants the buff.
Tak dapat, dia dapat bau.
Get it. Loliao stole the orange buff away.
Ruby dapat bau
Tries to see the wall put up. Jing, where'd you gonna go? Because Loliao is there with the don't run Wolf King. They try to suck him back, but he's gonna flicker out this time. As Wadu tries to hold the fort, forces out the brilliance from Stormy. Malaysia continues to terrorize jungle with Cambodia. Purple buff stolen.
Tadi yang buat bau. Malaysia lagi. Ha, kan dah kena.
Honestly, they can't really contest the scaling of Malaysia here.
Oh no. Oh no. They saw Detective.
But able to get away. Momo is not close enough. And Detective knows it. Forcing out the bravest fighter, but should be available in the next Lord fight. Zing is gonna proxy the wave and gonna come in soon. Team Malaysia, with that Lunox, they might be able to take it under the nose of Cambodia without them even realizing. Look at how fast the Lord is getting.
Bapak laju dapat load.
Secure this for free with the help from Stormy.
They have a good idea where Zing is as well. Look at them toying with Wadu.
Macam air banyak pun. Dia pancing ulti je tu.
And the Lord is marching in. It's 9 minutes, gonna be the first Lord. The holy defense is still up, so they should not be able to get any inhibitors here, but they just want to get as much structures as they can, get a lot of gold, extend the gold lead, and now
lagi.
Yeah, just trying to make Cambodia flinch every single time they show up on their screens. Someone will have to expand a crucial resource just to stay safe, and this siege is going to be dangerous because Jing is not going to be allowed to go home. Momo will hold him hostage in the bottom lane. OD defense pop another ball put up. Boxy dodges the bolt, even uses a conceal to get away. Detective will try to keep him safe. And the siege, for now, has been halted by Cambodia.
Yeah, Zing is doing quite a job here, stalling as much as he can. But Sakai's is here on the scene, a level 14 Yisun Shin against Zing on this Esmeralda.
It's not even close. Look, guys, look at this free
Apa guys?
punch and a jab. The falling star moon used, but the only one falling this time is going to be Jing, and Sakai knows it. Eats the bow in the face, and the base is under danger. The Lord does end up getting slain. Another holy defense dropped. Team Malaysia now assume full control of the game with a close to 8k goal lead.
Oh, Oppie is able to get out of there.
Oh.
But look at this.
They get a pullback. Wadu swinging to safety with the enhanced movement speed. The siege still continues. Catapult is around. Landshaker dodged by Oppie. Finally, Cambodia gets to breathe a little bit.
Yeah, Malaysia can't make a mistake. Overstaying their welcome is potentially going to set them back for quite a lot. They're going for the mid-tier 2. Sakai's sees Wadu and dealing quite a lot of damage onto Wadu.
Lets him eat the boat. Traction pulse used. Falling star move from Jing. Only as a means of a deterrent. Boxy conceal doesn't really matter. Doom just stops him like a brick wall.
Lek sekali layanan.
Seconds in the bottom quadrant of the map, and Team Malaysia have assumed full control of every
Ayah boleh buat apa ayah tu? Esme punya nyawa kita tengok tu.
all he can do, provide vision.
Malefic Roar has been built by Detective. Now he should have enough penetration to deal with Momo, Loliel, as well as Humes. And looks like the wall is not able to get onto Boxy. Boxy gets stunned though.
It's going to be the turtle boat. Damage follow-up isn't there just yet, but it's not about killing Boxy. It's about forcing him away and making him ineffective in doing his job. Even Jing, he used the Purify already. He's just going to try and buy as much time as possible, but he's in no man's land.
Yep. Loliel and Stormy are chasing after him. And Zing trying to buy as much time as he can. Oh, Sakai's is there. Tries to get on to Zing again.
Where is he going to go, Zing? He has nothing. And they know it. The Sky Prince is legendary.
It was a good attempt by Cambodia to slow Sakai's down. But he comes back max speed. Now level 15, 9-0 and 5. I don't know, man. That was
Game ni sangat clean lah. Macam lawan bot ke tu. Macam lawan bot ke game ni.
Almost a 10k goal lead, 13 minutes into the game. The Lord in hand for Malaysia. An end game angle is very, very possible. This could be the final blow that Malaysia lands to get themselves at the trophy and a two-time championship title. For 4 of them, it's a back-to-back. And Momo will be the latest addition to the Hall of Heroes at the end of this.
At least they're not making the letter V.
Yeah, I think you need to make the letter M. So it's so the V in reverse. I don't know if you can do it with 5 people. You might need the help of Cambodian players.
That's gonna be too much. But either ways, Lord is marching in. Cambodia, in terms of wave clear, honestly, not looking that great. It's only on Oppie and Detective. Young's being in the front line. Lolio looking to pull anyone in. Boxy is there. They see it.
Again, the Mountain Chocolate has so much value, man. They get the crash from the Lord in the bottom lane. There goes to inhibitor. Let's see if Cambodia can defend it. It's not going to be easy. They get the crash. Oppie dangerous. Wadu, 4-man penalty zone. Momo hops to the back line.
Wey, sikit mati.
Now tries to hold the fort. Detective is looking for the window in. Loliao still escapes. Boxy and Zing on the chase, but they get turned around. The base still in danger, though. Momo finally ends up going down as they take out Zing. 2 day for Cambodia. Detective barely makes it out with his life. 3 members left on both sides.
Mati pula guys. Apa? Benda dah menang kan ni. Kenapa dia masuk macam tu eh?
And they got Boxy the mighty swing to another penalty zone on 3, but the Brilliance is going to keep Stormy safe. Oh, Detective into the shadow kill. Can he at least get Loliao or Stormy? Stormy ends up going down, but Loliao comes in with help of Yoon to find it. Detective on the run. And Oppie responds in time to
Dah
extend
Hilda tu.
the
Hilda tu buat apa dia masuk macam tu? Dia ingat dia apa tu?
But the fact that the minions spawn is actually bad for Cambodia because he used that to heal up. And Cambodia is still surviving 15 minutes in. They should have a chance here because... damage is going to get built up by Cambodia. Yeah. You know, they're just waiting for a moment.
Yeah. Let's show confidence. That's how you know that they're having fun. Got this in the bag. It was quite a goal swing in favor of Cambodia. But we have reached a point of critical mass, the crescendo of this grand finals. Team Malaysia have hit their peak terminal velocity in terms of impact. This could be everything.
But they need to be careful of the suction coming in from Oppie as well as Wadu. Because at any point when they're...
One-Two Goat will get you to your destination at the touch of a button on your smartphone.
Suction coming in from Oppie as well as Wadu. Because at any point when they're clumped up, Cambodia can turn things around with a clutch team fight. And the Detective at this point, 4-1-1, should have enough damage to deal with Skies, to deal with Loliel. He just needs a setup from Oppie and Wadu.
There's the bottom wave too, they had to do with it. The moment Detective shows on the map, Malaysia goes on to the Lord. As easy as that. Lord number 3 for Team Malaysia.
And I would say that was a mistake. It should be someone else.
Yang tu je Momo halau kan.
Clear the wave. When Detective shows his face, that's a clear sign for Team Malaysia to just take the Lord away.
Yeah, they definitely know how to have fun. And that's what matters. Even in the toughest of competitions,
what if Cambodia makes a B?
Really use it reciprocating. Yeah, that's what we like. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this could be it.
Yep. Good sportsmanship coming from both teams. The Lord is marching in. Team Malaysia, they're going for a last push.
Slowly out of a 2-man crew, and they're chain everything onto Wadu. Wadu is already gone. Boxy and team tried their best, but I think this is it. With the world as their witness, Malaysia is inevitable. With courage, first red, the
Mantap.
purity and integrity, harmony, faith, and serene blue.
3-0 mat. 3-0. Menang bersih. Menang bersih Malaysia. Good job Malaysia. Baik doh. Yang game 3 ni easy game lah, easy game. 1-2 dia nampak lah fight kan, early game tu kan. Early ke mid game nampak lah fight.
World Esports Championship, live from Kuala Lumpur 2025, defending their title for 2 years.
History has been made, first ever. 2-time and a back-to-back, Lo Liao, Stormy, Sakai, Yums, and now Momo.
That was an amazing
Baik
first
doh
drive,
Malaysia.
even though you
3-0.
retreat
Win streak
games,
tu tak ada kalah tu.
every
Daripada awal tu.
single game, you feel the fire, you feel the pride, you feel the emotions in the game. And now, to properly celebrate our champions, we'll go to the stage.
The crowd was only theirs to begin with. Back to back because once was never enough. Tuan Tuan dan Puan Puan, this is your World Esports 2025 champion, Team Malaysia. Successfully defending their title, Team Malaysia. You may head to the throne and claim your crown. You may lift your trophy in a count of 3, 2, 1.
Tahniah Malaysia, tahniah. Semua well played lah malam ni. Arcadia memang padu lah. Yang tak boleh tahan tu Hellcat Iesf jadi tu. Gila.
Team Malaysia, congratulations on that back-to-back victory. But before anything else, let's have a little chat with our winners tonight. Sakai, how does it feel like to win back-to-back in your home soil?
I feel amazing because this win dedicates to all Malaysian MLB fans and especially to Momo and Lolius because during MPL there's a lot of dogs to them and this win proves to them that they deserve the slot at the SSF.
A very well-deserved slot indeed. You know what, Momo, come here. Momo, congratulations on your first
Momo hari ni lain lah.
championship trophy. How
Main
are you
reko-reko, main
feeling
imut-imut
now?
kan. Sebelum ni tak ada macam tu.
Yes. Is there anything you want to say to everybody who have doubted you or even supported you in this journey?
Thank you to all fans yang datang sini dan siapa di rumah. Thank you so much. So we will do our best dekat SEA Games nanti insyaAllah.
Momo, who do you dedicate this win to?
What? Sorry?
Who do you dedicate this win to?
My for my family and myself. Yeah.
A well-deserved victory, Momo. Finally, his first international trophy. Lolio? Lolio, I know there were lots of doubters in your journey, but now that you've won and proved to them that you do deserve the slot, is there anything you want to say? Anything at all?
I just want to say thank you for all the one who support me until now. I still in this industry because of the support. Yeah, thank you.
Who do you dedicate this win to?
To all my close friends, of course.
Wow, to all his close friends. Stormy? Stormy? Stormy, who is this win for?
Huh?
Who do you want to dedicate this win for?
For the whole Malaysians.
Wow. Sakais? Oh, Sakais already. Yums? Yums? Who do you dedicate this win to?
To everyone and especially Momoa.
These boys really, really love each other. Of course, Coach Ark? is this win for?
First of all, I just want to say good game to all the countries that joined this tournament. It was really a exciting and pretty fun tournament. So I hope everyone had fun because we definitely had fun. So thank you so much. And then I dedicate this win to everyone who supported us through this tournament.
Okay guys, aku rasa live sampai kat sini dulu. Pada yang baru jumpa channel, jangan lupa tekan like, share, komen dan subscribe guys. Kita jumpa lagi di next video. Assalamualaikum. Bye bye.